I'm ready to go. I pooped right before this, so we're going to be poop free this whole podcast.
Excellent.
That's funny because normally you're full of shit.
There's a good little intro, you asshole.
Hey, Fox.
I'm gonna walk the dog and
Yeah,
go to bed.
Is your mom's name Eileen?
No.
I was just wondering. Welcome to episode 10, folks. I'm Chris. I'm here with the normal crew of Jeff.
Yo.
Tony.
What's going on?
And eating his magical toast back there is Mr. Fozzie, the game.
Ahoy, hoy. Dude, let's give a cheers to double digits first off. I'm drinking tonight. God knows Jeff is going to be drinking with me too, so.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to probably get better as just like a good wine. This podcast is just going to exceed your expectations towards the end. It's just going to get all sorts of excitement. So not to build it up or anything, but it's probably going to be the greatest podcast ever.
Right.
Of course, you can tell how excited Napo is to be here.
I'm thrilled. It's really exciting. This is the greatest moment of my life.
Sounds like we signed you up for like prison time or something.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours of my life with Fozzie. God damn it.
It's like
Those people are honored. Not gonna lie. Okay.
everything you've ever done is culminating right now.
It's rum.
Why
and
have I wasted my life? Why?
All right. I'm excited to be here. I'm gonna be enough excitement for you. So.
Well, I think you guys might be excited to talk about New Vegas.
Oh.
Oh, that is kind of exciting.
So why don't we talk a little bit about that? I have yet to play it, so.
I haven't played it either, so.
You haven't played. All right, Jeff and I have been playing a lot. I've seen Jeff on there a lot.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. So what do you think, Tony? Game of the year?
I mean, I don't think it can be Game of the Year. At its most basic level, the game is a $60 expansion pack to Fallout 3. Which, I mean, don't take that as a bad thing at all, because I love Fallout 3. It was my Game of the Year in 2008. It's a fantastic game, and I am more than happy to pay $60 to get more Fallout.
That's something I want to talk about though. Is like I think expansion pack gets thrown around a lot nowadays. Like how it's a new setting, hundreds of new characters. I mean, it's a full game, dude. I think.
Well, I mean, they haven't really added a whole lot to the experience except for the hardcore mode, which I have yet to play. But I mean, it's exactly the same. It's the same engine, so the visuals are exactly the same. They haven't corrected any of the bug issues that they've had. So I mean, the game still has freezing issues and that kind of thing, and weird animations from time to time. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of the intro to the game. When the game starts out, you're like in this doctor's office, and he's like giving you the lowdown on your character and putting everything out. Well, there's some people have been experiencing this bug where the guy's head, as he's talking to you, is like spinning around. It's pretty funny to watch. It's like you're in The Exorcist. And of course, as his head is spinning, he's also like walking around, so he becomes this like little hunchback like dude with his head just rotating around and around.
Wait, what is this? Is this a glitch?
This is a glitch, yeah. I think it happened mostly in the PC version.
Oh, great!
Because I really haven't had any glitch issues yet.
You know what? I installed it, not one single problem yet.
Yeah, I did too. I haven't had it freeze or anything.
So that might.
You guys both have it for the Xbox, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering. I want to get on the PC because it's a games for Windows Live type thing, right?
No, it's Steamworks, so all the achievements are
what?
Steam.
Fuck
Yeah.
that, then.
Take that.
I love games for Windows Live. It's awesome. You get achievements for the games, and you can basically talk to people on Xbox. The only thing you can't do is play with games with them, but you know who does that anyway? So I like it.
Do you guys have any thoughts on like this whole expansion like thing? Because like that's something I've been thinking about. Is like everyone calls everything an expansion. I just don't like, you know, Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's an expansion, I guess. You know, like.
I don't like that. I mean, if there's an I've always looked at it as there's a number in front of it or something, that's definitely not an expansion like Super Mario Galaxy 2. I could see how some people could kind of say that New Vegas is because it's so close to 3. It doesn't say Fallout 4, it says Fallout New Vegas. And they're basically using the same graphics and everything. It's kind of got that similar gameplay. So, I mean, have they improved much on it? Like, is there
It's
any
not
major...
similar gameplay. It is the same. Like, if you have played Fallout and somebody hands you a controller, nothing is different.
Okay. See, I can kind of see that as expansion because it's kind of like you're not bringing anything to the table. But even when you look at like ODST, at least they made some changes there. And definitely in Halo Reach, you can see a lot of changes. Like Halo Reach plays a lot different than Halo 3, I think.
But it's not called Halo 4.
See, but I don't think that calling it an expansion pack is necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's a fantastic game and they give you 100 hours of more content, I'm not going to complain.
I mean,
right.
I call that a sequel. All
right. I'm kind of with Jeff on this one because, like, when I think expansion pack, I'm thinking back to, you know, when I used to play like a lot of PC games and like.
Yeah, and they were $19.99 and shit.
Right, so like you get Diablo 2 and you'd have like, you know, all three or four acts or however many there were in there. Yeah. And then when the expansion came out, it was just an additional act. It wasn't it was like a third of the game. So you were getting about like you were getting a third of the content. There was more, but it wasn't really like you weren't getting your whole 50, 60 hour experience. And from what I've heard of New Vegas, it's full content here. You're getting a 25, 30 hour single player campaign.
Yeah.
That you can, you know, drive into 200 hours if you want, like most Bethesda games.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they did like, I think the gunplay feels a little bit improved. And there's little things like there's crafting.
There was crafting in the first game. They've just changed. Yeah. Now there were a bunch of weapons you could make in the first game. You didn't get the what was it, the trash cannon or whatever, where you could shoot like any ammo you wanted. Like you could kill people with teddy bears and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to make that.
Nice.
But I mean, they have tweaked a few things, but nothing substantial. I don't know. To me, it feels more like the additional chapters they added to Grand Theft Auto 4. Like the environments don't look all that different. I mean,
so more like a spin-off
right,
or a side
right.
story.
Like I feel, yeah.
It's not
sorry,
really it's not really expanding on Fallout 3. It's just taking that engine and giving you a new game with that.
I mean, the bottom line.
Even the expansions they had to Fallout 3, the DLC packs.
Mhm.
It's more like those where you just have a new environment to go in and explore. Like the pit gave you this place to go, and what is the marsh one, point something or other. Just gave you a new place to go and do stuff, and that's what this is. I mean, it's the same game, it's just in a different place.
It does have a slightly different look to it, though. It's a little brighter. And we haven't seen Vegas yet. I haven't, anyways.
No, I'm not even close.
Yeah.
How long have you played? I'm about 4 hours in, and I am not all that far from where I started.
I am 7 hours in, but I spent the first 3 hours in the opening town, just exploring every building, talking to everybody. I did a mission in the first town where you help fight like this escaped chain gang, which was really awesome because you get the whole town to join in. They're like hiding out next to their houses and shit, shooting these guys. But
yeah, that was kind of cool. I don't think there was a mission. There was actually a mission in Fallout 3 that was exactly like that, where they'd get attacked every night by super mutants. Did you do that one?
It's been so long.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same thing. You just go through town and recruit everybody.
I mean, what I was going to say is that basically, I mean, when you look at the word expansion, I mean, you can throw that around so many different ways. I mean, when you look at any sort of sequel, it's kind of an expansion to the first one. It's adding on to it. But in my opinion, the word expansion kind of means that, like when you're saying, like with the Grand Theft Auto series, and then you had those 2 episodes. Those are expansions. Those $10 to like $20 games that they build off of that first game, and you still need that first game required to play it. You don't need Fallout 3 to play Fallout New Vegas. In my opinion, it's a different story. It's they're using a lot of the same gameplay, but I don't think it's an expansion by any word of the sense. Like,
right, but most of the time when you get a sequel, you get an upgraded engine. So you're going to look at a game. This is 2 years after the original Fallout. This looks exactly the same. It is the same exact graphics.
Well, yeah, drop the rating on.
Wait, hold on, Fozzie.
Okay.
And
no.
there have been a lot of developments graphically with the 360 and the PS3 in the past 2 years. Like, things have gotten a lot slicker and the looks have gotten a lot better. And I think to be a true sequel, you have to follow up with that. And they haven't at all. I mean, they've just taken the same.
That's not true, though.
The same engine, the same development system, and they've just added a bunch more content to it.
No.
I think
if you look at other, it does look good, but I mean, it looks exactly like Fallout 3. Fallout 3 looked good.
But do you think they can make it look better with such a big world with so many characters and things to do? I mean,
you can't punish a game
though. I mean, look at Red Dead
aren't
Redemption and how much that looked better than Grand Theft Auto 4. Like, it wasn't close.
Yeah, and that is an incredible looking game.
And it's the same. It's 2 years later, so you got to figure.
We let someone else talk for 1 second here, okay?
You expect that same kind of advancement in this, and you haven't gotten it.
No. You just a game that's like Fallout 3 is a 9.6, 9.7 game, but you're saying that just because the graphics aren't updated, then bump it down to like an 8.8, 8.9. But you can't just say because it has the same graphics or something that it's going to be. It's not a true sequel.
I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't think we're talking about the quality of the game. We're just talking about,
semantics.
Right. It's really what it comes down to is you're getting a full single player story. If you want to call it a expansion pack or you want to call it a full game, do whatever the hell you want. Like.
I think either whatever you want to call it, I really like it, and I'm leaning towards Game of the Year so far. Like, I'm enjoying it more than I did Mass Effect.
See, that's why I can't call it a Game of the Year. For those reasons I just stated. I mean, it hasn't moved gaming forward at all, and I feel like a Game of the Year should do something to advance the state of gaming.
Now, I do have a couple questions on the game itself. Developed by Obsidian. Rough history with that. developer in the past. I mean, earlier this year they released the somewhat buggy Alpha Protocol. They're a developer that works very well with other people's properties. Still have a lot of technical issues. Bethesda themselves, their engine was buggy. Like they make buggy
Still
engines.
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The Fallout 3 was buggy. I mean, Elder Scrolls games have always been buggy. There's always been weird stuff going on in them.
Is New Vegas, like, does that kind of follow Obsidian's track record? Like, is the narrative, like, really good? Like, is it something you're engaged in thus far?
I think the dialogue is really pretty well written and voice acted well too, with lots of like familiar actors in it. But the story, I'm not far enough into it to really know what's going on.
Yeah, I will say this: it's well written. Like the things that people say are utterly hilarious. There's one in particular. I got the story of the namesakes of this one casino that was too far away. They were talking about how it was this couple, Vance and somebody else, Veronica or something. Oh, it was Vicky and Vance. It was the Vicky and Vance casino, and they were saying how it was the like the fourth or fifth best crime couple in American history, and apparently they had been killed in a shootout between some cops and some like gangsters. And they had like the car sitting in the middle of the casino with all the bullet holes in it. But I mean, there's lots of moments like that, and like classic Fallout type humor, which I think is really well done.
And that's, I mean, these Obsidian, like a lot of the guys that work for Obsidian made the original Fallout. So I would think that maybe the humor here is more true to the series than maybe even what Fallout 3 had. That's what I've heard, at least. So.
Yeah, no, I think there were a lot of developers from those first two Fallout games that were involved in creating this one, and I think it probably shows a little. My memory's a little hazy with the first two Fallouts, and it's been a long time.
I watched the making of DVD of this game last night.
Oh
and
God,
like,
I heard it was. Or I saw your tweet about that.
It was like an hour long. And there is a lot of people that made those two, and they tried to like have a lot of throwbacks to the first two Fallouts.
Nice. Fozzie, are you gonna end up picking it up?
Yeah, I'll pick it up, but probably it's going to be one of those games that I'm just going to put in the back burner for now, and just wait till it's like $40 or so. I'm waiting for Metroid to get the same treatment, so we'll see.
I'm gonna probably pick it up tomorrow. Download it off of Steam.
I'm so broke. I don't even have time to even think about getting any games unless I really want it. So.
Well, you do work for free, so.
It's bullshit, dude. And I gotta go Key West and take pictures and stuff. I better get paid for that, or heads are going to roll.
All right, so that's New Vegas. Tony, you've been playing some Epic Yarn.
Yeah, GameFly, actually, for the first time, I've had my GameFly account for about 2 years now, and this is the first time they ever sent me the #1 game in my queue.
Wow, they should get a sticker or something for that.
Well,
I can't believe after 2 years you had to wait to get your #1 game in queue.
Well, I guess
no one wants it. Not to make fun of it, like I haven't seen anyone buy it.
Is that true? Yeah, did anyone buy it really? That sucks.
It's gotten some great reviews, which was the reason I put it at the #1 spot in my queue. I don't know. So far, I played through the first chapter or whatever, up to the first like real boss fight, and I guess it's almost too cute for me. Like, I feel like an 8-year-old should be playing this. An 8-year-old girl, maybe. The platforming is really easy. You can't die. The can't dying thing kind of ruins it for me. Like, there is absolutely no challenge. Once you start a level, you're going to finish the level. You're going to beat it.
Wow.
You can. It's like, in Sonic when you get hurt and you lose all your rings.
Right.
As you go through the level, you pick up these little jewel things, and if you get hit, you drop a bunch of them, but you can just run and pick them up. And if you have 0 of them and get hit, you just get knocked backwards. So you can't die. I mean, you can't fall to your death. You can't. So from that respect, all the challenges go on. Like, they try to encourage hardcore players with like this medaling system, which has to do with how many jewels you finish a level with. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it enough that when I get to the end of the game, I'll go back and get all like gold medals in all the levels I didn't. But the thing that turned me off was that in the first 4 levels in the first try, I got gold medals in all of them.
Wow.
Which just makes me think that it's too easy. Like, it's not a game made for the hardcore. Like the level design and the like. What am I trying to say? Like the art style with the yarn and the fabric is really, really cool. It might be the best looking Wii game I've ever played.
Have you ever
How are
played
the
Kirby?
controls?
Have I ever played a Kirby game?
Yeah, because they're usually really easy, man. Like really short too. But I heard this one's longer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Kirby series is always skewed younger, I think. It's like introductory Mario or whatever.
Mario.
But I don't know how long it is. Like I said, I've only been through the first chapter or so. But
This one sounds
I'm definitely
like
going to play more. But if it doesn't get any harder, it's going to be hard for me to finish because I'm just going to get bored.
this one sounds like something I'm probably just gonna skip over.
Not even a rent, huh?
See, it's gotten such great reviews that I just had to try it. But
Did you know that GameSpot gave it Game of E3, like overall Game of E3?
Wow.
You see, but this is where I think that Nintendo's going wrong with their with how they're approaching games and selling them. Because this is what's happening with the Wii, is that all those mainstream games that are Nintendo franchises are doing great. Like Zelda and Mario, they have no problem selling. But when you have games like Kirby and Donkey Kong and stuff, those aren't going to be selling like they used to back in the day, simply because the Wii is marketed towards moms and basically just 8-year-old kids that don't really know about those franchises anymore. So I mean, the fact that all the Wii systems, it doesn't matter how many they have, they're still going to have poor sales in these because, I mean, when you look at it, the mom is going, oh, they know Mario. I mean, Mario and Zelda are 2 pretty easy names for moms to know. So, I mean, I just think that this is where they're starting to show some of the weaknesses of their of their program and what they're trying to achieve with their marketing and whatnot. So
I think their greatest weakness is, and they got to address this next time. I think they know this, is their online system and no achievements. They need both. You need both, and you'll be relevant again.
yeah,
I think.
I would love some like sort of achievement system for Nintendo games. That'd be
Well,
awesome.
think about it. You can get like a Mario trophy or Luigi. I mean, people would eat that shit up. But I think that it would be pretty hypocritical too, because they've kind of stood by that and be like, we don't need achievements to sell our system. But I think you guys are right. I think that they need it, and if they did have it, I mean, it would help a lot in selling games because people like that. We're America, damn it. We like to feel proud.
And the achievements are meaningless unless you have a real online system. I mean, like Metroid Prime 3, it had achievements in it. It's just I bitched out a Nintendo rep about this today. I'm like, tell Nintendo of America that they need to do this on their next system. Like, I'm sure he reported straight to Miyamoto, but
I'm sure he did. He went there himself.
Well, moving on from a game that seems, according to Tony, really easy
Giggity.
to a game that Jeff, maybe you were playing a little bit, and from what I've heard is very, very hard. Super Meat Boy.
yeah, I played the demo. It's really funny too. In the demo, it says like you're playing the demo, and they like, I don't know, they make a little joke about it, but it's like it has like
Super Meat Boy.
it's like level 1-1, 1-2, and I'm like, I got into this little warp point in like 1-2, and you have to go through a little series of levels in there, and dear God, were they hard, man. I really want the game, but it's like, I'm going to spend $10 and probably just get really frustrated, like,
Yeah, I was listening to the Giant Bombcast earlier this week, and I guess Brad Shoemaker is the one that's playing it for review over there, and he basically said that it's a game for sadomasochists. like he really wants to play it because it's really, really good, but it also, like, he hates himself for playing it because that game hates him.
No, it's very. You could tell, man. If you're in level 1 and that shit's so hard that you like lose all your lives, it's like, what is level 2? What is level 3 gonna be like? You know?
What about the art style for it?
I mean, that's why I want it, is like the art and the music, and it has all these like retro references and stuff. I mean, that's what really like almost has me sold on it. But it's hard, man.
That's cool. Well, what type of game is it? Like, I mean, how much is it? Is it like a Xbox Live game, or what are we talking?
Yeah. It's a 800 points, $10
for a limited time.
That's right.
Yeah.
For like a week. So it's like, that makes it worse. It's like, I don't know if I want to get this, but I better
act. That's a good
out.
idea, though. Why don't they do that more? Like, make it 10% off in the first week or 20% off.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. Although they should advertise that fact, because when you go on Xbox Live, it doesn't say, limited time only, $10. It's just it's 800 points. If people are gonna look next week, it'll be 12.
I swear, sometimes I think I can do a better marketing job than some of those people at Xbox, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Guess that's why they get paid.
We watch Mad Men. You watch Mad Men, you know what you're doing. Just drink a bunch of bourbon. Smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Man, I wish I lived in the 60s. They didn't give a fuck about anything.
They didn't fuck around back then. And then you fuck your secretary. I mean,
you'll fuck around that desk. So it could be 1:30 p.m. right after lunch. Hey, let's get a quick one out.
It's so funny when they come, like, on that show, when they come in, it's like 8 in the morning and they pour themselves a bourbon. You're like, oh my God, I would die.
I mean, how did those people, and they live to these people are still alive. Like, these people live to 85 or something.
I think
I wonder how long we're gonna live.
And cigarettes back then were so much worse. They didn't have filters or anything like that. It was just straight tobacco in your fucking lungs. They're still kicking. Impressive.
The hell were we talking about?
I have no idea.
DJ Hero 2.
Oh, DJ Hero 2, yeah, that's right.
Of course.
That's just a tangent, back to the 50s.
Nice little segue there, buddy boy.
I've been playing DJ Hero 2.
How is it?
DJ Hero 1.
Excellent.
It's the same.
It's pretty much the same. It has a slicker interface to it. They add a little bit more, like, freestyle wise, but it's still, you're just playing mashups. You're just playing along with the songs again, and it's fun, but it's like, it's 83, 84 songs of that, and I don't know. I think that formula for music genre it's done. It's been beaten to death. Like, it
already after 2 games.
Really, DJ Hero was just, it was, they give you this new plastic instrument to play, but it really was just the Guitar Hero Rock Band type formula, like notes streaming down the screen, just a different way of interacting with those notes. And it's more of the same. I mean, the songs are great, but and this game has everything that I wanted from the first one. But I'm sitting here playing it, and I'm like, I want to play something else.
Well, maybe because you don't like the song selection. There's a lot of...
I said it's great.
I do, though. The music is fantastic, Foz. But
okay.
The music in the commercials, even, I'm like, damn, that's some good music.
I want them to just release the music. Like, let me buy this music, because there's some fantastic mixes in there.
Yeah, I like the mixes.
And it's I'm just playing it, and I'm like, it feels like the game I played last year. And last year it was like, oh, this is cool, because, like, you got your new toy, and but now it's like I'm playing with my old toy, and it's the same thing. It just looks nicer.
You know what? That's a game that I really want to try. I still haven't tried one or two, and I hate music games, so I don't know if that says anything, but
it's a lot of fun, but I mean, there's just so many other things out there that I don't know.
I'm gonna get the first one once it's like dirt cheap.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it's already dirt cheap. You get it for $40.
I think you can get like the super special. Was it the Renegade Edition, Foz?
Yeah, I'm
like,
getting that for $80.
Yeah, and that was like 140 when it came out. So you could probably get the regular edition for like, a song and a dance at this point.
I think it's like $50 or $60 at GameStop, but I'm talking like I'm poor, so dirt cheap is under $20 with the turntable.
Yeah,
How you gonna get that for $20? You have to wait for fucking Guitar Hero 3 for a guitar in a game for $20.
I have some major issues with the way Activision and whoever, I can't remember the developer of this game though, did their goddamn achievements. Like, I hate like odd point. It's like 3-4 point achievements. They piss me off to no end. And this game has a bunch of them that like they wrap up with you, and somebody with like OCD like me, it's like, now I got to get the other fucking achievements for him, and I can't because to get the final one that'll even out my goddamn score, I need to have another person with another turntable and somebody who will fucking sing at the same time. It's like, I don't know anybody else that even owns.
Why don't you just do all three things?
Because I own one turntable, not two.
Wow.
I'm sure your wife would love to play with you.
Like, here, you sing and play this fake record player.
That'd be sick though if they kind of did it the same way that they did with Rock Band 3, and you can actually buy like, not super expensive because I know DJ turntables are thousands of dollars, but just kind of like a beginner one or something. You can actually spin that. I mean, how sick would that be though?
Yeah, I think
it has potential still.
I think there is a lot of potential for something like that, Foz, but this isn't the game for it because really, like, it's not a simulation of being a DJ. Like, for the most part, when you go to a club, DJs aren't doing like mashups. They're taking songs and they're putting their own spin on them and doing like a bunch of freestyle stuff. Like, their mixes in a club aren't exactly, I mean, they're never the same. And then what you're getting here is you're like, this is all pre-recorded, it's pre-cut, and really it comes down to it's a mashup game. So like, if they were to offer something like, oh, we're going to give you like a starter turntable, while that would be really cool to like a cool concept, I think that really you'd just be wasting money on something like that because this isn't the game for it. Like, this isn't teaching you how to be a DJ. It's not teaching you how to like mix stuff.
Yeah, but couldn't it? Like, I mean, I'm not saying the product now can, but I mean, was Guitar Hero ever going to do that? Not really, but I mean, they're doing that kind of with Rock Band 3. They're starting you out.
Right, but I think the foundation for what Rock Band 3 is giving you, and like what happened with the original Guitar Hero to what's happening now in Rock Band 3 with their pro mode is a natural evolution. Like, what happened in DJ Hero 1 and now to DJ Hero 2, I don't see where they'd make that jump to actually letting you like spin your own records and make your own mixes from that, because as it is right now, it's just the way the songs are cut, it just doesn't work.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's very handheld. Like, there's no, like, they say that they've added all this freestyle stuff in, but really, like, you're still just playing within the boundaries of what's there. It's not really your creation, which is what what a real DJ would do. They're making their own music out of these other songs.
Well, even with Rock Band 3, you're kind of not making your own music. You're kind of
right, but you're learning how to play. Like, but that's I think there's just a fundamental break in the way those two work. Like, Rock Band 3 they're kind of like teaching you how to play an instrument.
Yeah. But
in DJ Hero, you're not really getting the foundation for being a DJ, because the actual foundation of being a DJ is creativity. And there's no creativity in this for the user. It's all just, follow along. I mean,
but once you got used to it, though, don't you think you could become that great creative guy? And based on what you hear in this game, doesn't it kind of teach you how to become creative? I mean, I understand where you're coming from, where you don't really choose when you're like mixing back and forth or like switching tracks and whatnot. But I feel that this game maybe can at least give you a feel for it. So in case, like, let's just say you really want to do this in real life and you got used to like the DJ thing, and then you actually try to start doing your own mixes, you can kind of judge from this game and be like, well, this doesn't sound right. I mean, I'm not flipping it right or anything like that. So maybe again, like, this is kind of setting the fundamentals a little bit. You think, or not really?
I mean, honestly, I don't know enough about being a DJ. Like,
yeah, I know.
To really
we need to have like Damon in here or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear you. But
Like,
I mean, yeah,
it's fun, but I'm not sure that this is the right vehicle for that. I think there is a spot out there for that. I just don't know if DJ Hero is that spot.
So, get Rock of the Dead instead.
No.
Oh no.
Game looks terrible.
It's like, I mean, you know what? If
Awesome.
you already have the turntable and you're looking for some, as I said, the music is great in this game. So like, if it just might not be something that holds your attention as long as the first one did.
Cool. Well, yeah, it's going to be new to me when I get it, and I really want to get that Renegade edition because you get all those, mixes with Eminem and Jay-Z, and it looks really sweet. So for $80, that's basically like paying for a game or a collector's edition. So I think I'll pick that up. I just don't. Again, I'm broke, so I don't know when. But soon.
I think in preparation for that, Fozzie, you need to rap for us a little bit now. Show us the.
Not even for a second. I'm probably the worst freestylers you'll ever know. So we'll just move on from that idea.
All right. Well, let's move on to. I know we talked about Medal of Honor a ton last week, but Tony, you played a little bit of the multiplayer. Let's just touch on that a little bit. What were your thoughts of it? I know that you're pretty much done with the game at this point. But...
Yeah, I have already packaged it up to send back to Amazon for some nice store credit. But I don't know. I like the multiplayer more than I like the single player. It didn't seem as, I mean, it's obviously a dice game, and it was done well. I don't know. It was the sad thing about it though is that there wasn't anything there that I didn't get from Battlefield or from Modern Warfare 2, which is part of the reason why I'm sending it back. Like, if it had hooked me in, maybe I'd keep it. But
it seems like, at least to me, it seems really, really gimped. Like, there's only 15 levels for player progression. There's only 3 different classes, and those classes are not that varied.
No.
Like, the assault to special, was it like special operations or something like that? Like, there's no real difference in the way they handle. And I don't know if you've experienced this. You're playing on the PS3, or you were, but every match I play, it's like people don't understand how to play objective-based games. They're just picking snipers.
They're just killing each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and hanging out up on the hill, and it's like, we're gonna lose because you're not pushing towards the goal of this objective.
Yeah, it seemed like, I don't know, you had a bunch of Modern Warfare players playing a game of Battlefield for the first time. That's how it looked.
Yeah.
I like
look at how many of you I'm killing, and then they're like 40 kills ahead, but they don't realize why they keep losing.
Yeah, it's like they're ending up with like 450 points, but like they're losing every round. It's like, what are you doing?
Wait, for which mode is this?
Any of the objective-based modes in that game.
Oh, see, I don't play those.
And any of the modes that I guess
Team Assault.
When we played the other night, all we played was Team Assault.
Then that's the problem with the objective-based games in Medal of Honor is they're on like Modern Warfare 2 size maps, and they're throwing 24 people out there, and it's just absolute chaos. And it's a bunch of people that don't know how to play objective-based games.
There was one point where my entire team got stuck in this like little narrow point.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we just kept getting killed there over and over and over until the match was over.
Oh, and spawn
and we couldn't
camping
get
is
out.
terrible.
Yeah, there were a couple
Terrible.
times I just spawned and immediately died.
Yep. I don't know. I really just prefer to play Bad Company 2 over it. Like it's not bad. It definitely has that dice feel, and it's fun at points, especially when you're like, haha, look at me, I'm like 700 points above you because I went to the objective. And the kill streaks are actually pretty cool because they're offensive and defensive, which I didn't realize when we talked about it last week. So you have the option of giving your kill streak over and like providing your teammates with like a flak jacket or extra ammo or like full metal jacket ammo and like stuff to help them defensively, or you can like call in rocket strikes and mortar strikes, and so you have to like balance out which type of attack you're going to go with, which is an interesting way of doing those. But yeah, so that's Medal of Honor multiplayer.
It's not bad. It's just very meh.
To be honest, I liked it. So.
To be honest, I did too.
Take that for what it's worth. But seriously, I was paid for this when we were playing the other day. What I like about this game is that I feel that it's one of the most realistic shooters I've played in a while, because there's a lot of those firefights. There's a lot of those things where like you're with a couple dudes, you have this one position bunkered down, and you're basically just fighting off people, and it's just straight like firefight person versus person. Not a lot of people. People do run around in the game and whatnot, but
you must have had a really good experience with it then, because I'm like going there. There's this one map. It's like a little marketplace type area, and granted, I'm playing. I think it's basically like the one where you get the flags and you hold the points. So I go in with like 3 other dudes. We capture this point, which is on the 2nd floor of this building, and really all they have to do is like hang out there. There's sniper positions. There's ways to defend there, and I turn around and the 3 guys that are with me are gone.
Off to the next point.
And it's like, where'd you go?
Yeah, you probably had shitty like teammates, man. But seriously, when you have good teammates, it's so much fun, and that's what I love compared to Modern Warfare 2 is that Modern Warfare 2, it's an awesome game, and it's one of the better. I think that it could be even better, the Medal of Honor. But the thing is that it's kind of a little bit on the unrealistic side. Seriously, who can call in a fucking AC-130 to do thy bidding, for no apparent reason? It's nuts. And for Medal of Honor, you have to work for your kills and everything. You need 4 kills to get a UAV. You need 5 kills to get a rocket strike, which is very inconsistent. And then you need 6 kills for a predator strike, which is a bit more consistent.
Yeah, but granted, once again, you guys were playing Team Assault, and I'm playing like objective.
Yeah, maybe you should not be playing what you are. Team Assault is a lot better, dude.
Damn it, you're doing it wrong.
You are doing it wrong.
But the objective-based games are 75% of the multiplayer.
Right.
There's 4 modes, and 3 of them are objective.
Well, then just do Team Assault, okay? Just listen to the man.
No.
No. I think if they're going to offer those modes, they have to be robust and all that, and they just weren't.
You're robust. How do you like them apples?
Yeah, because like in the objective games, I don't even have to get a kill to get those kill streaks. Because you get points
well,
for.
Then, you know what? I'm just going to pretend that I'm some ignorant bastard, because I don't think I'm ever going to play objective games. Because from what I hear, you guys make it sound like it's absolute shit.
Oh, but
all I've played so far is Team Assault. So you know what? I refuse to go to objective. I'm going to stick with Team Assault because I know that it's a good, solid game like that, and I don't mind it.
But you like Bad Company 2 though, Foz.
Yeah.
That's basically what the objective base,
like conquest and stuff.
Yeah, that's like they, it's a.
I don't trust you guys at all. So.
But that's what it is. It's basically Russian conquest. Like they're
right.
two of the modes are Russian conquest, except they're on these small maps.
Team Assault.
Okay. You enjoy your Team Assault.
I'll enjoy my Team Assault because from what I hear with you guys sound like, making it sound like it sucks.
I'm gonna put my two hours into Team Assault, get my achievement, and then I'm gonna package it up and send it back to GameStop.
I'm really looking forward to trading it in and using that money to buy Call of Duty. I think the irony is abound.
Yeah.
Bound for
and I don't know. I've been looking into what Black Ops is doing, and they look like they're changing up their multiplayer a bit, and I'm actually kind of excited for that game. Like,
I love how they really started hammering in their fall promotions the day Modern.
Oh yeah, it's hysterical.
Wait, for what?
They really ramped up their fall, like they started tossing videos everywhere and advertising on TV and all that.
Microsoft.
The day the day Medal of Honor hit was like their kickoff.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
All right, so has anybody else played anything outside of what we talked about already?
Viva Pinata.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Fozzie.
Not only that, dude, but I've been playing a lot of just city building games. Civilization 4. I finally got to Civilization 5 demo, and that shit is addicting. I'm kind of scared. And I've been playing Tropico 3.
I love that game.
I
heard it's
being
awesome.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
It's only like $20 on Xbox, too.
Yeah. I don't know, because those games always scare me on Xbox and PS3, like, controller type stuff, but if not, just pick it up on Steam, dude. I'm sure it's fucking cheap. But, yeah, besides that, I've just been playing it. Oh, I finally beat StarCraft 2. Did I talk about that?
No.
Oh, my God. I remember this was one of the things I wanted to talk about. StarCraft 2, man. Like, the story at first kind of sucks. You don't really get much of the characters or anything like that. But man, towards the end, it's a fucking amazing game. It's actually one of the better stories of 2010, I think.
And isn't that ending fucking awesome?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it sets it up perfectly for a sequel that's definitely going to happen. I mean,
except now you're going because the next expansion is the Zerg. Like the expansion that's coming.
Yeah,
that's
going to be
Zerg.
weird.
It's like, what the hell are they going to do? And like I'm intentionally being vague here because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't beaten the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any idea what they're going to do with the Zerg campaign at all.
Yeah, actually, I probably want to talk to you about that after this and everything. But I mean, seriously, I was blown away. The voice acting is one of the better ones I've ever heard in a game. Tychus is easily one of my favorite characters of all time now. I mean, he's just a funny ass like Southern dude that you just love to hang out and chill and have a beer with just to hear his stories. And him and Jim Raynor, he's exceptionally voice acted by I forgot who voice acts him, but I was reading up on that earlier. But anyways, I mean, it's a fun game. I never played the first one, and I think I might actually go back to play it just to get I might get addicted into the StarCraft universe, because I play more Warcraft games than StarCraft. But I mean, from what I've seen about StarCraft 2, I was blown away. It's a shame that these games aren't very popular nowadays. Like, I mean, PC games in general aren't very popular, but I mean, you're really missing out on what could be probably the game of the year for PC is what I'm thinking. So.
And it's one of the better selling games of this year too. So
it sold like 3 million copies or so. So I mean, it's not a dud or anything by any means. And it's Blizzard. I mean, all they do is quality. I mean, there's not really anything you can point at Blizzard and say, yeah, that was shit, because everything they've done is just pretty damn good.
Basically, Blizzard could release like a pizza simulator, and I would buy it because it would be awesome.
It would have like the most engaging story. Like, you're some poor fat Italian guy from Sicily. You're making your way over, and
you could
betrayal
taste the pizza through your
lust and
you could like smell it cooking. You're like, how is this happening?
Dude, Smell-O-Vision needs to make a goddamn comeback. That's all I'm saying.
So, anything else that you guys have been up to?
Not me.
Nothing.
Jeff.
Oh, I finished Enslaved.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't want to ruin it, but I will say that the narrative is amazing.
I hear
The
that.
ending is a little out there. It probably takes more thought than you should put into a video game. But, yeah, it's compelling. They took a lot of risks with the ending, I have to say, in a way that you don't normally see in video game endings. So I'll leave it at that. It's something you definitely should.
Ooh, maybe I'll have to check it out now.
This year seems to be exceptionally good for games with very good storylines in them.
I think that's the next step, really. I mean, we've really established quite graphically, some of the best looking games, we can have out there. So now I think the next logical step is just to create a story and to suck the people in.
And speaking of stories that have sucked me in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a game that's been sitting on my shelf
so stupid.
since May, and I had lots of reservations about playing the game. One, it's an open world game. It takes place in the West, but I finally cracked into Red Dead, and yes, you guys were all correct. That game is fucking awesome.
It's about
Red
time.
Dead?
Yes, it is fucking amazing. Everything that all right, I still have there are some issues with it that they haven't improved from GTA.
Like the
But yeah.
Or traveling to every mission like 5 miles.
while somebody talks to you.
That annoys the piss out of me, man, about GTA and Red Dead.
Oh, and yeah, the travel time in this is
It's forever.
It gets bad at points. Like you're like hopping on your horse, like, oh Jesus Christ, are we there yet? Like, come on. And I'm not that far into the game yet, but just the way they present the story, very cinematic. John Marston is a fantastic character, and it's beautiful looking. That game it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I've reloaded a couple times because I've been like doing some of these stranger missions, and my horse got attacked by a mountain lion, and it died, and I was like, fuck that. So I like reloaded, but yeah, it's really good. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm about 5 hours in at this point, but
It'll depend on how distracted you get.
yeah, well, with these games, I generally try and stick to like the missions. But I actually have found some of the side missions in this somewhat compelling. Like, I am getting a little annoyed at the people that consistently stop me. Hey, can you give me a ride? And they try and knock me off my horse. But I've kind of learned.
You just robbed my store.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, or the random criminal that's running through the wilderness with the cops chasing him. Yeah, I came upon one of them earlier today, where I didn't know what was happening. I just see like this guy is running and there's gunshots. So the guy runs by me and I just take aim at the guy chasing him and I shoot, and all of a sudden it's like bounty on me. I'm like, oh,
right,
fuck, I shot the wrong fucker. But yes, you guys were right. That game is very, very good. And Jeff, you were also right. Demon Souls is very, very good.
Isn't it awesome, man? Have you played it anymore since the 24-hour?
Yeah, I beat the first level. That boss was kind of annoying though.
You gotta use fire bombs on him or some shit, like Molotovs.
Yeah, which kind of like got the shield guys to break away from him, and then I was able to get in there and hack at them. And I also used up like pretty much all of my weed. But
You have pot?
yeah, that's how you heal yourself, Oz. You smoke up.
Foz has been doing that for years.
That's why I've never been sick in a day in my life.
But yeah, that game's actually really fun. I'm gonna play a little bit more of it. I don't know how much time I'll be able to devote to it, but I want to play a little bit more of it before they turn off the pussy mode that it's on right now.
Oh, it's on pussy mode?
Yeah, that's what Sean said. It's on pussy mode right now.
Of course, Sean would say that.
I'm sure it's still hard as hell.
It's still fucking hard. I don't really want to know what this game is like when it's not, because like there's the white tendency evidently, which is their easy mode, which is not easy, and then there's the black tendency, which is their super hard mode, which I don't even want to look at. Like, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The good thing though is after you beat 1-1, like the next couple levels are kind of easy, and you could tackle them. You could do 1-2, but I think the easier way to do it is go like 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and then come back to 1-2. I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. But God, that game had such great atmosphere. I thought.
Oh, and it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game. I'm not a big fan of the controls, but I'm getting used to it. So, all right. Well, if we don't have any other games, movies, or shit to talk about, let's pornos.
I can give you some great porno links.
Backdoor Slut 9. What?
Dude, Isabella Soprano, man. Do you guys know who she is? Isabella Soprano.
You mean the girl from Entourage?
No. She's on HBO. She was on Cat House on HBO, man. I found some porn of her. I'm like, oh, yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, Jeffrey, let's
we'll save that for after, maybe.
Yeah,
all right.
Keep it out.
Tony, kick us off with the news.
Kick it.
Well, you guys, if you guys were worried about Sony, worry no longer. Their sales numbers are saved because they are releasing a new PS2 bundle. Yes. Yes, I said PS2, not PS3. To celebrate the upcoming launch of Toy Story 3 on DVD and Blu-ray, they are releasing a new bundle, including the PS2 Toy Story 3 game at the $99 price point.
That's a steal.
PlayStation 3's associate marketing manager and soon-to-be unemployed person, Ami Sherth, said that it's been nearly 10 years since the PS2 launched, and it continues to be a force in gaming. Apparently, it provides great entertainment value for new gamers and families with its built-in DVD player and a deep library of more than 2,000 games, all of which are out of print.
Yeah, did you guys ever use your PS2 to play DVDs?
Yes.
No.
Back in 01. Yeah, you did. You never. I
used my Xbox. I didn't use the PS2.
I used my DVD player.
Well, they never worked, and that generation, they never worked as well. You really wanted a dedicated DVD player because they just didn't read the discs very well. My Xbox would skip all the time.
Yeah, well, you didn't read the disc very well. And guess what? DVD player back when PS2 came out was like $350. It was like a Blu-ray player, you know?
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I think I paid
we're not all 65 and we weren't young back then, you know? Still a school little boy, you know?
Oh.
I don't have money coming up the wazoo.
No. I'm loaded. Money was just flowing out my ass.
Well, apparently you can buy DVD players when the PS2 has a perfectly good one on it and not care.
When the PS2 came out, it was $300. Like, I think I already had a DVD player at that point that was like $150. So, I don't know. It seems ridiculous that they're releasing a whole new bundle though.
They just doing that just for like sales numbers or something. Be like, well, still after 10 years, we are releasing bundles because we sold about 5 of them.
Does it look any different, Tony?
No, it looks exactly the same. It's just bundled with Toy Story 3.
Well, Toy Story 3 is a great game on current gen, so I'll give them that. But,
except this isn't current gen. It's like
yeah, who knows what it's gonna be? But you know what? PlayStation 2 games, at least used, they sell really well. They sell a lot, but they're not seeing any of that money. So
great. So they're
money.
opening up a new market for people to buy games from GameStop. Sweet.
Yes.
It doesn't seem to be like this is a good decision on any level.
That's why you don't work for Sony, young man.
Amen.
Glad I don't work for Sony. That whole company is fucked up.
This goes right alongside the. They released some figures for the Move. I won't say sales figures because it was just figures. But the Move has shipped over 3 million units.
1 million.
In the
Was
U.S.
it 1 million?
1 million in the U.S.
Yeah, 3 million worldwide, 1 million in the
wow.
U.S. And they've only actually, the rumor is they've only sold about 300,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the Move is tanked.
You can't find the goddamn controllers.
I know, right? Where the fuck are they hiding them then? Because I can't find them anywhere.
Sean has them all.
That's right. He was telling me today that he was the demographic they were selling to. Not in the demographic, just the entire demographic.
Yeah, that's he's right. There's no arguing with that one. Yeah, I have a feeling that Kinect is going to outsell it by a lot this holiday season.
Yeah.
They're dumping $500 million into marketing for it. It's going to sell.
Bullshit.
And they I don't know if you have this in news, Tony, but Microsoft went on Oprah and gave them out. And like, you want to talk about a way to get people like buzzing about your product that are not gamers? Go on that show.
Oprah.
That's brilliant marketing right there.
Yeah.
That's
If
as good as it
Sony wanted people to buy the Move, they should have given Oprah a couple controllers.
Puppy dog. Sorry, I
yes,
heard
that
a
was
dog
my
in the
dog,
background.
Fuzzy. That was him.
Excellent. All right. Well, I was tired of talking about the Move anyway, so just move on with this shit.
Yes. What's next?
Oh man, I wish I had my 13-year-old fucking.
Do we want to talk about the NFL's new flagrant hits policy?
Sure.
Oh, we better not get started about that. Jesus.
I'm sure Fozzie has something to say.
I'm sure you may have noticed the videos over the weekend from several games. There were at least 6 severe helmet-to-helmet collisions over the weekend. So the NFL is finally taking action and enforcing rules that are in the rule book already, which is, I guess we could talk about that. But they fined 3 of the hits they gave significant fines to, and they've sent videos encouraging discipline all around the league and have warned that further helmet-to-helmet contacts will result in ejections and suspensions. So there's been a couple some pushback from the players. One of the largest fine went out to James Harrison, linebacker for the Steelers, a $75,000 fine, and he actually ended up sitting out of practice on Wednesday because he said he was contemplating retirement.
You want to retire? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Because he could no longer play football the way he had been training his entire adult life to play.
Now, you said these rules were already on the books.
Yes, they have done nothing except enforce rules which are currently in the rule book.
Yeah, just
so
let me know
things
when
like
yeah.
helmet-to-helmet contact is supposed to be an ejection. If you're trying to intentionally injure another player, you're supposed to be tossed from the game. And apparently they just haven't encouraged officials to enforce the rules.
I don't know. I guess you get to a point where it's hard to go, we're going to enforce these rules, but we also want to, run these highlight clips of these devastating hits. And it's like that's
Fucking
part
hypocrites, dude.
Right. It's part of their marketing is like watch like look at what happened in the NFL this week. Like this guy destroyed this guy.
Yeah, they have like this segment on that, like called hits happen. or something.
Jacked Up. You ever watched the Monday Night
Up.
Football pregame show? They do the whole Jacked Up thing where they just have people getting mashed and destroyed. And ESPN is the biggest hypocrites on this issue because they just show all these highlight clips of people being absolutely annihilated. Helmet to chest, helmet whatever. Just obviously flagrant, violent hits, and they've been living it up. But the moment the NFL started saying, I think we're going to start policing this, ESPN goes the exact opposite way, and they're like, oh my God, how terrible the NFL has allowed this to go on for so long.
Yeah. Like you weren't enforcing that culture at all by showing videos of it every week. I mean, I don't know. I could see both sides of it. Like, you want to protect your players, especially. I mean, like guys like Deshaun Jackson, who he got destroyed over the weekend. He knocked out with a concussion. He has some memory loss, but it's also like that's how these defensive players have been trained since they were, playing peewee football. Like, just, you lower your head and you drive into them. It's really tough.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Fad. I have a whole spiel to say. So
no, you go with your spiel.
Okay.
Now's the time.
Yeah, don't wait till later, man.
Back in my day, I used to play football for defense, and the thing is that when you're a defender, you have this instinct in you that when you're going when you see the guy, you want to separate the ball from the player. That is your main goal as a defender. You want to establish that. And the thing is that when you see him, you're not thinking about you're not thinking about these motions and stuff. You see, that's how, because when you learn, that's what practice is for. That's what practice is for, because you go there, and for 17 years or so, these football players have learned how to hit properly. All of them have hit properly. It's just that, I mean, the thing is that the defense is getting blamed for this, but the offense is just as much. Why isn't the QB game blamed for throwing fucking slant passes in the middle of the field, knowing that there's going to be a strong safety there ready to knock the fuck out of his receiver? That is not the safety's fault that he's in the right place at the right time to intercept that guy.
But there's a way to hit a guy. You don't have to lead with your helmet.
Yeah, you shouldn't lead face down. You should always have your face up. But if you got your face up or you're going to hit him with the shoulder, I mean, I don't see what's wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that. And the most time is that these personal fouls that they give out do happen because people have their shoulder and it just looks weird. Or sometimes what happens is that the offensive player will start to crouch down or something to try and he embraces for the hit. He knows that there's going to be an impact. And then sometimes when they put their head down, then the defender who already has his head down can't really properly adjust to it. So I'm just saying that it works both ways. A lot of these aren't. It's not like some retarded freaking defender just going to be like, oh, I see the ball. Let me just put my head down and just freaking go like NFL. I feel like it's like NFL Blitz or something where you press B or something and you just spearhead the dude. It's not like that at all. I mean, these guys are trained professionals. Like, they are the best at their job because they know what they're doing. And the thing is that, I mean, they want to fine these guys $75,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot of fucking money for whoever that is. That's some people's 2 years' pay. And I mean,
not in the NFL, it's not.
Yeah, but I mean, but okay, for James Harrison, that's fine. But how about like some rookie, or not rookie, but like some dude that's barely making $300,000 a year or something? I mean, those penalties start to add up. So I mean, it's not very fair because football in general is an offensive.
Why is it not fair to penalize somebody for doing something that's illegal?
Because most of the time these aren't. The thing is that you have to look at intent. Man. No, you have to look at intent too. None of these.
Well, here's the issue though. They don't give these fines during the game. The NFL goes through a really intense process of reviewing the game film.
Yes.
And they take days to check out these hits from every angle.
I understand, but now you're giving them more
intent of the defense player. Like, you're acting like it's random. And it's not random in any stretch of the imagination.
Though, for sure. They target high-profile players.
I still think maybe I'm crazy and I don't know the business end of it, but it's like something about protecting their ass because I doubt they give a shit about the players. It is,
absolutely. You know who sells the jerseys are the offensive players. That's why offensive players are always protected because they don't want their precious QBs and wide receivers who make the money for the NFL to get hurt. Let me tell you. When you're on defense, you are trying to establish this intensity about you. You're trying to bring in this swagger that no one fucks with you. Like Ray Lewis. no one would fuck with that guy because everyone knows he's the hardest hitting motherfucker. You do not go like.
Plus, he killed the guy. Got away with
it.
Right. And he
fucking kills people.
Okay. That's besides the point. That's off the field. I'm just saying that on the field, the dude has this aura about him that he will hit you as hard as he can, and no one wants to hurt each other. We're not trying to break feet here, but we are trying to knock that person out. You know, we're trying to make him think twice before he tries and catches it. That's football, goddammit. And the more that they do these little tweaks, the less this is going to be a fun sport to watch. It's going to be something that used to be an awesome sport to watch, but now it's just fucking just pansies. They should just change it to two-hand touch if they're scared about people having concussions, goddammit. In the 80s and 70s, they fucking played with 6 concussions. They wrapped up their fucking head. They got out there.
Calm down a second, Foz. When you're talking about the 70s and 80s, but now you look at these guys now and look at the guys that played in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, they're definitely steroids.
And the speed of this game has sped up so much, and these guys are so much stronger than what they were.
Maybe they need to change up the NFL, but like I'm just saying that it's not fair because 99% of the time these hits aren't intentional. You know, no one's going out there trying to kill these people. You know, it's not like this happens.
James Harrison said his hits were intentional. He never denied the fact that he was trying to...
He never tried to, like, spear someone with his helmet, though. They always
did. He was trying to spear them with his helmet.
Okay, well then find him, Napo. That's fine. If it's justified, find the guy. I'm just saying that don't give the refs more power to eject someone because they thought...
I don't think they are giving them any more power. They're basically saying, refs, do your job. Like, because they're not rewriting the rule book here, Foz. They're just telling them to.
They're not rewriting it, but they're going. I mean, they're going to make a lot of people pissed off with all these new rules.
They're not new though.
They're not doing anything they weren't doing.
They're not new, but I think with the referees,
there's an interesting point to be made with the referees, which is that it's very difficult for them to judge this sort of thing at game speed, and without using the replay official, like enforcing the rules as they currently do, it's really hard for them to gauge intent during a game and actually eject someone. And I think they're going to have to look into that. Like hits like Harrison should have been ejected immediately. There was one, I mean, I'm a Pats fan, but Brandon Merriweather's hit on Todd Heap was obvious headhunting. Like everybody in the world could see that he was just trying to kill the guy. And he should have been tossed. Like, there's no question in my mind that, you know, you go by the rule book, you see what he did, he should have been tossed. But since they can't actually view that on a replay, if they don't catch it at game speed and it moves fast, it's going to be hard for them to catch that.
I'm just saying that you guys have no idea how hard it is to even try and tackle someone in open field.
I played football. I played defensive.
Yeah, but you played DB?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so you of all people should know how hard it is to cover a guy and just worry about all these things. You don't want to worry about how you're trying to hit. That's why you play. That's why you have practice, because you've hit the tackling dummy 10,000 damn times because that's how you're supposed to play. Harrison's right. He's playing exactly how his coaches taught him. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, except the coaches never taught. Well, actually, they probably did teach him to be as intimidating as possible, and they may have taught him to lead with the helmet.
No.
But the fact is, leading with the helmet is illegal. You're not allowed to do what he did.
Yeah, that's true.
He got punished for it.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes it's justifiable. I agree. I'm just saying that maybe they're making a bigger deal out of this whole situation. I just don't like this whole stance. It's just that, man, I mean, the defense already has it hard enough that, they're just making it so easy for a flag to be tossed every other play nowadays. I mean, what happened to just hard-hitting football just like we're used to, like, back in the day? Even, 05, 06, some of these hits that were head-to-head, I mean, these were just, what people would just call some of the best hits they've ever seen, you know? Fucking LT would be spitting in his grave right now, even if he's not.
He's not dead.
I know.
Let's not kill him off yet.
Buckets would spit on these refs and then kick him in the nuts and be like, that's how it's done.
Okay.
All right.
You guys talking about something?
Nah.
Jeff, do you have an opinion on this issue? I don't think you do.
Sure. Something. I chatted it out.
Yeah, me and Jeff had a man-to-man talk. You and your armchair Kiwi.
Jeff, how do you have a man-to-man talk with Fozzie when he's not a man?
I'm sorry, you play DB.
I slipped him a little bit of my manhood behind closed doors.
I play defensive end. That's a man position, okay?
And I'm sure you're nice and round from all of that.
How dare you?
Anyway,
That hurts
all
my
right,
feelings.
let's move on.
Yes.
Chris, he's hurting my feelings. Put him in timeout.
So you guys better pick up Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City while you can. Because a court in Brazil has obtained a worldwide injunction to halt sales to prevent anyone from buying the game anywhere.
Really?
Too bad Brazil doesn't matter. The only thing they've ever exported is fucking nice ass.
Yes, they have. I hope they don't.
So there is a random song that
nuts.
happens to be on one of the tracks on one of the radio stations in the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Okay.
Called The Conga Kid.
Bungo.
Rockstar got permission to use the song from someone who, for whatever reason, wasn't the only person who was needed or whatever to get this authorization.
It wasn't the only one that had the rights to it.
Right.
So this is a money situation, basically.
Yeah.
Why is Brazil so defensive, man? Aren't they the ones that boycotted The Simpsons? What country got pissed off at The Simpsons? Was it Brazil?
Yeah. Could be lots of countries by now.
Probably a Middle Eastern country. We're pretty sensitive.
No, there was one, like, they went to South America or something, and,
Venezuela?
Vacation.
Cuba?
Was it Venezuela?
I don't know.
There was one, they went to some country, and, like, they portrayed it as, like, a shithole ghetto, and that country got, like, oh, we're boycotting The Simpsons, and everyone's like, you guys don't even have TVs, who gives a fuck?
Take that, third world.
So what does this mean for the Ballad of Gay Tony?
Well, according to the court order, they have to immediately halt release, or they'll be fined the equivalent of $3,000 US each day the game continues to be available for purchase.
How much?
$3,000.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm not sure at this point how much they're actually making from sales of the game on a daily basis, considering how it's been out for a year now.
Yeah.
Which also makes you wonder a little bit about this lawsuit after the game's been out for so long. Although I'm not really sure when it was actually released in Brazil. But yeah, Rockstar has yet to comment on the lawsuit. They may just ignore it.
I would, exactly.
You're Brazil, just get the fuck out of here.
It's like, aren't they releasing like Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete like next week or the week after or something like that?
Right. Yeah, who knows what they're going to actually do, but I doubt that they'll do anything. Frankly, I mean, it's just Brazil, right? Who cares about Brazil?
Do you guys have any idea how many games are coming out next week?
A lot. I'm sitting on it, like, we have like 4 boxes of games. So, like, you're talking SmackDown vs. Raw, Sims 3, Fable, Star Wars Unleashed, Rock Band. Like, it is insane.
City fucking Christ.
My back room is filled with fucking games for next week.
Dude, let's rob fucking Jeff, guys. Don't tell him I said that, though.
I got the keys. Let's just go do it.
Dude, then you can move down here and you'll have a perfect excuse. I don't like this.
But it's a big week next week. I think next week, besides Call of Duty, next week is the biggest week of the year.
It is.
And May 18th, of course.
Dance Central is the biggest day of the year.
Dance Central. All right, you need to post some videos on YouTube of you doing that shit.
All right.
I can't wait to see some of these videos. Oh my god.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna dress up as the Philly Fanatic and do it.
In the green suit?
Not just a green suit, a green Fanatic suit.
Oh dear God.
All right, what else we got?
Oh, let's see. Sony admitted this week that somehow they launched an incomplete version of the Red Dead Redemption hunting and trading DLC on the PlayStation Store, causing a number of bugs for people who downloaded the pack.
I guess Sony.
By now they've fixed it. Apparently the first version they launched was only 15 megabytes, and the actual proper working version is 59 megabytes. And the thing about this is I've seen this happen a couple times with DLC. Did they test this before they do it? I mean, there's been a bunch of issues on Xbox. There was one DLC pack for maybe, I think it was actually Fallout 3 with the Pit DLC, where they released the pack before they released the patch that would enable the game to use the pack. So it caused a shitload of issues with the game, and I just wonder how Sony and Microsoft let this shit happen.
Yeah, you wonder like who pressed that button. Like,
who pressed the button before they were done?
What? Are we doing a podcast here? What happened?
Yes, there's something going on. People are releasing incomplete DLC on their systems.
You know,
like what do you wait? What?
Look, there's a shiny object to the left of you, Jeff. Just stare at that.
Just look at that.
Ooh, pretty.
Okay, next news story.
Hey,
I'm sending Jeff a link so he can keep up. Here you go,
if
Jeff.
you're talking about incomplete DLC, what about fucking Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light?
No one cares about that game.
That's not incomplete DLC. It's non-existent DLC.
Boom.
Although, you know what? It's coming out next week on Xbox, so I'm very
Yeah.
That's a cool game.
Finally?
Yeah, it was cool 2 months ago.
It's still a cool. Honestly, that is a really good game, to be honest.
I heard it got a lot of good reviews, but man, I mean, just the fact it didn't have online turned me off so much.
You should if you guys haven't gotten it, get it, man. I liked it a lot.
It was a lot of fun.
Never.
I'll play with you, Fozzie.
Nix, you would.
In the butt.
Oh my
I'm
God.
scared. How much more news do we have?
Next.
Not a whole lot.
Let's wrap these up. These stupid incomplete DLCs are random.
Admitted this week that their lack of cohesive vision hurt Final Fantasy 13.
Cohesive. Sure.
Apparently, when they initially released the trailer in 2006, they had no game to go with it.
Oh, that's nice.
The trailer was merely a visual concept, and they hadn't created anything playable. And there were very few members of their team who saw the trailer as representation of what they actually wanted to achieve in the game.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm wondering if that's what GT5 is like. Like, they released that trailer back in 2006. I'm wondering if that game is...
Got 10 cars.
There's a cohesive vision for that.
Wait, what trailer?
Well,
are you ripped out of your mind, man?
I'm distracted, goddammit.
Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, as long as it's not Bioshock Infinite, I don't give a shit.
I was about to say.
Could you imagine if they're like, Bioshock Infinite? Yeah, that's just concept. Like, I'd be like, you motherfuckers.
Well, there's a reason it's not coming out till 2012, and what if it's delayed to like 2013? I mean, did they show us something that didn't exist?
I bet they become Duke Nukem.
That is my most anticipated game. Bring it to me now.
Well, I remember in 2000, I think it was 2005, I saw a trailer for
Bless me.
2 Human, and it looked amazing. I'm like, wow, this is going to be the best game ever.
Yeah, I remember that trailer. I had that on my Xbox for so long.
I watched it over and over and over again. It was incredible. And the game was shit.
Yes, it was.
I bought 2 Human for $2 and I sold it for like $1.50. And I never played it. I was like, I played like 20 minutes. I'm like, this is garbage. Come on, guys. Those guys made like one of the best games ever.
It got me so excited, man. It was like, oh, it's going to play like Diablo 2, but it's going to be just a sick, like, futuristic setting. It played like shit.
But let's make a combat game with 2 sticks. What the fuck are you thinking, man?
Yeah, it was God.
At the time, and when the demo came out, it was the most downloaded game on Xbox Live Arcade ever.
Oh my god!
And of course, nobody bought it. Everybody played the demo like, oh my god.
That was one of those games. There are certain games where you shouldn't even have a demo out, and that was definitely a game. They should be like, man, this is crap, but our fucking trailer looked amazing. Let's just sell this shit and market it the hell out of it.
It amazes me that they didn't do that. I mean, they do it with so many other games.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, the demo was god-awful. I mean, sometimes I just don't understand, do they even have testers, or do they get, like, the most brown-nosed tester just like, yeah, this is good?
I think Too Human was one of those things where Microsoft had pumped so much money into getting that game out the door, and they just needed to get it out the door.
Yeah, like that's it. You guys are done. I don't care if it doesn't have an ending. It's on the shelves.
Right, that game was originally that game started as a PS1 title.
Really, I thought it was Nintendo 64. Like, cause
maybe it was even that far back. Like,
because Silicon Knights had a relationship with Nintendo before.
Yeah.
God, and you think so obvious. Let's make Eternal Darkness 2. Like, it was a great game. You put it on Xbox, it'll get a bigger audience. But no, they do stupid Too Human.
Get 'em. You're not happy.
Don't cry.
I'm getting there, Fozzie. I'm getting pretty happy. I'm gonna pee in this
beer. Hey, this fucking drink, I'm only halfway through.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Now I'm scared.
Do a shot, guys. Do a shot.
All right, what's next?
Don't you dare.
All right, one last piece of news. Team Fortress 2. Back in September, Valve wrote out what they call the Manconomy, which allowed people to create and sell stuff in the game with microtransactions. And apparently people are getting like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars now selling items in the game. They're getting thousands of dollars from single items. Like, there are items that are selling for as much as $39,000.
Holy fuck, my life. I'm going on eBay right now and checking that shit out. Make some monies. Dude, you know what? Diablo 2 definitely wasn't on that, scale, but it sold for a lot back in the day, too. Like, you could probably, like, buy, like, or get a rare sword or something and sell for a couple hundred.
It just amazes me that people create this content and then sell it, and people actually buy it.
Wait a second.
I have a friend who was playing one of those, like Mafia games on Facebook, and he ended up selling his account for, like, $400 to someone.
It's not even like your creation. That's the stupidest thing. Is like these people like I'm saying for Diablo 2, people would sell their accounts and they would have like level 90 guys and stuff, and it was on hardcore, so they were like supremely badass. But in the end, it's just someone else's fucking character that you're playing with. I mean, you're just reaping the benefits, and you haven't put in any work whatsoever. No one respects you for it. So I don't know. I think it's kind of a joke when these people do it. I mean, it's electronic. You're not even getting anything out of it. You're getting a game that you're not even going to play like 2 months from now. Where do you see all these prices
I hope if
from,
you're spending all that money on the character, you're going to keep playing with it. But you never know, right?
Yeah.
I guess if you're too lazy to actually level your character up on your own.
Where do you see like these prices though? I'm looking at like crafting and stuff. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just getting the news story from OneUp.com. I haven't actually.
Oh god, fucking Jeff.
All right. Well,
Let's just keep this ball rolling, shall we?
I have one
Jeff
piece
peed
of
on his
movie
hand,
news.
so
We need to do like another.
Jeff is a 2-year-old apparently, so just don't mind him.
lick it off. It'll come right off.
Let's do 2 more hours of this. It'll get very interesting.
All right.
We're not T-Tag Radio.
I have one piece of movie news. They're remaking the original Hellraiser. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
Nah.
It's a Clive Barker film. Well, I guess he wrote the script. I don't believe he directed it, but anyway, it involves one of like the biggest horror movie icons around, Pinhead. Yeah, they're remaking that movie, and they're going to make it PG-13.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
They're going to go more of a teen-friendly route with it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
I get the thinking.
understand.
I mean, that's who goes and sees the horror movies, but give him some balls, please.
Right. I mean, that series was known for like the weird, torturous looking contraptions,
gory killing, like
chains gripping them from hell and ripping them in. It's like chains would just come out of hell and like grab onto their skin and like yank them down into hell.
They did that in the first one, didn't they? Like the chains attached to the guy's nipples and shit, and like tore his skin off.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I just totally made that up. But
it was. I don't know if it was the first one.
Nipple chaffing or something.
There was a chain torture scene in the first one. That's the only one I've seen, and I remember that. Like up in the attic or something.
Yeah, well, that's where most of that took place, was because the cube was in the attic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't get behind a PG-13 Hellraiser movie.
Get 'em.
There's lots of good like PG-13 horror, but yeah, that's just weird.
It'd be like doing a PG-13 Friday the 13th movie. Like you just can't do it. Like there's things that have to be in a film like that. Like Friday the 13th, you need gratuitous nudity.
Yeah.
And over the top kill scenes, and it's kind of the same with Hellraiser. Maybe not the gratuitous nudity part, but like these torturous kill scenes, and I don't think it works in a PG-13 environment. But
real quick, favorite Friday the 13th?
Your mom.
I still really enjoy the first one, which didn't
Get the
even really.
fuck outta here.
I do.
Really?
I love the first one because it's such a fucking mindfuck.
Well, not anymore.
That's a lot of fucks.
Not anymore, but like.
Scream had to ruin it for all the kiddies out there.
Spoilers.
I really like the first one. I know, Jeff, you're kind of a fan of like the middle grouping.
Yeah, and my favorite always. I mean, this is a really simple answer for me. Is Final Chapter. God, I love that one. I can watch it over and over. It's the one with Corey Feldman.
Yeah. I do kind of like Jason X. It was
fun.
Film, but it's just so funny.
Dude, the freezer death, or he freezes the chick's face and smashes it.
Yes, the dry ice.
Awesome. And there was like a virtual reality scene
where he kills him, like beats the chick with, like he zips up the sleeping bag and beats the one chick with the girl in the sleeping bag.
It was like overkill. Like they were redoing one from I think that was from part 7. Like he does that, but like they overkilled it. Like he just slams her into the tree over and over.
So funny.
But before we get too sidetracked, there, are we gonna do a horror episode next week?
I'd like to, like games and movies, like just talk about our shit.
I would love that.
Well, I'll probably
I'm
just sit
excited.
this one out then.
Boo!
Come on, Fozzie. I know you've seen something.
Fozzie.
I absolutely know nothing about horror games or movies. I haven't.
Then you should come next week to learn.
Yeah, I think like Jeff and I are like big horror fans, so
yeah.
I mean, seriously, you guys will probably talk 2 hours even with or without me. I mean, I'll chime in maybe I should just listen to the damn podcast. I'll chime in once in fucking 2 hours. Not my cup of tea.
Jeff and I might have to do like a special just by ourselves.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. Yeah, so that's news for this week, I think.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
All right. Fozzie, you want to do some football?
Oh, God. Yeah, let's get this ball on the road real fast. I got my first game. I got Minnesota Green Bay. It's at Green Bay.
I'll go first then.
Okay.
Nobody else wants to. I'm gonna go with Minnesota on this one. Green Bay is hurt. They, I think both of their starting wide receivers are out. I know Clay Matthews looks like he's not going to play, and he's their best defensive player. So I think Green Bay is a little bit too injured to win this game. And Minnesota, after having beaten the Cowboys, has probably got a little more confidence than they had before. So got to go with the Vikings on this one.
Yeah, as much as I hate to side with Favre, I think Minnesota's going to pull this one out. Green Bay is they're in some trouble right now. Jeff.
All right.
I'm going with the Vikings. Just because I honestly hate the Packers more than I hate Favre, but it just seems to me like I think Vikings, their team is really poised to at least go to the playoffs. I mean, so I'm going with them.
You think Vikings are going to make playoffs over Packers?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking nuts.
This would be a good week to start. If they win this week, it's that division could be won by anybody.
So,
except the Lions.
I would like to point out that Miami did beat Green Bay last week.
That's true, except you didn't pick them.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Me and Jeff picked them.
Damn you.
You and Fozzie, not so much.
What did we pick?
Miami to beat Green Bay last week.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did. I saw that shit.
I ended up going 4-0.
Damn you.
Wow.
But that's all right, because I'll probably go 0-4 this week. So. Seems to be how I go.
Well, I'm going to pick against all you motherfuckers. I probably should pick Vikings, but I'll just go with Green Bay because I don't really know any USC players on Minnesota. And I know Clay Matthews is the man, and he plays for Green Bay, so I'll go with Green Bay.
Except he won't be playing this week.
Yeah, well, I don't care for your logic. I will go with my USC players because I hate the NFL. All right, moving on. Speaking of Miami, we got Pittsburgh at Miami. The old Sun Life Stadium at 1 p.m. on CBS. Who you got?
Pittsburgh,
Jeffrey.
they're the best. Oh,
Yeah.
Or Napo.
Pittsburgh is the best team in the NFL by far.
Oh,
Who?
Pittsburgh.
bold statement.
Pittsburgh. They had some struggles in the first couple weeks because they didn't have a quarterback, but now they do, and it was pretty clear last week that they are a dominant team.
Boom.
So, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, as much as I would love to pick my Dolphins to win, the Steelers are good. I didn't think they were, watching them week one, but they've gotten stronger each week, and with Roethlisberger back now, I mean, he's just going to keep ironing out the kinks to his game.
Jesus.
So, yeah, Pittsburgh for me.
I'll go with Pitt, too. Troy Polamalu, enough said.
Jeff?
Upset. Miami.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom goes to Dynamite.
Awesome, Jeff. Awesome.
Jeff likes the
reasoning.
cheerleaders.
There's no reasoning. Yeah, there you go.
it's like there's no reason like Roethlisberger killed dogs or.
All right, here we go. We
He
got
did rape people, so maybe that's.
We got.
Hey, my killing dog things has paid off. So I don't,
not last week it didn't.
God damn it.
New England at San Diego. Boom.
Why did we have to pick this game? Why?
Who picked
I want to
that?
see you squirm.
No,
What?
I gotta pick my boys on this one. There's no squirming.
Oh,
Patriots all the way. I think it'll be a shootout, but
I think that this is a
the Patriots
desperate
have more
game.
weapons.
I think this is a desperate game for San Diego, so I think they're going to win on that desperation that they just want it that much more. So
I think San Diego has the same problem right now that Green Bay has with the injuries. Like they lost Gates, they lost.
and San Diego was supposed to be they're supposed to be one of the top 4 teams, and they could be 2-5.
They lost to the Raiders. Well, who did they lose to last week? It wasn't the Raiders. It was somebody bad. Oh, Arizona.
Nice.
Rivers killed me
Who did?
last week.
The Chargers lost to who?
They lost to
Arizona.
somebody really, really bad.
Something like that. They lost to. Let's see. They lost to. Okay. Oh, they lost. Yeah, they lost to St. Louis, dude. That's embarrassing.
Oh, there we go.
And they
St. Louis.
lost to Oakland the time before that.
Yeah,
So.
I'm going with New England, but I kind of hope Rivers has a big game because he's one of my fantasy quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team too, and I'm definitely keeping him out.
Jeff, did you pick?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I don't like
Nice.
New England.
Yes.
Fuck the
Bastard.
Patriots.
Fuck yeah. Fuck everything North New Englandish.
Very
All right.
assassin after both of you.
Final game, Foz.
You're a douche, Napo. Let's see. We got.
But you'll be dead, so it doesn't matter.
I figured that we'd pick every single one of y'all's favorite teams just to see who you guys would pick. So I'm going to finish it off with Washington and Chicago.
I think the most interesting thing about this game is to see whether Cutler's alive at the end.
Probably not, man. He has no protection, so. Which, by the way, I'm gonna go with the Skins.
Skins. So
I hate to say
you
it.
guys picked against your own teams. It's fucked up, yo.
I'm picking the
love-
Skins
dude.
too.
I would love to think that the Bears could beat the Skins, but I don't. So
It's at home though.
it doesn't. That means nothing.
Okay.
That means the booing will be louder.
Yeah.
I'm going.
We boo our team big time. It's awesome.
Yay.
I'm going Washington as well.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to go Washington too. I'm sick of picking against y'all. All right. So,
No one likes
Just-
the Bears, huh? Big surprise there.
not even you like the Bears, and you're from the fucking Chicago.
I like 'em,
Why should
but-
we like them?
I kind of hate them at the same time.
Then you
I don't know.
don't like them, you know.
I
You're
have
friendlies.
no confidence that they're going to have a quarterback at the end of that game. Like,
I'm worried. Yeah, I mean, I'm worried he's gonna get knocked out for his career eventually. The way the offensive line is, I mean,
He's already a
Scary.
sad face type of guy anyway, so might as well just make him sadder. He could be a sad clown when he gets out of the NFL.
I think
They're
he'd
gonna
be
knock the
great.
diabetes out of him, you know?
The beats. This is we don't hold back in this podcast, so I apologize to everyone, but that's just how we roll.
I think Cutler would be great if he had the tools to work with, but he doesn't. I mean,
Tools.
I want some tools.
You would. All right. Well, that will do it for our NFL. Shall we go to reader mail?
listener mail.
Now, listener mail. We can't go to reader mail. We don't have readers.
Damn it.
We don't
No.
write anything.
No. I hate all you PC motherfuckers. It's reader mail. Goddammit.
PC. I mean, grammatically correct.
Yeah. GC. Shut your face, PC boy.
All
let's see
right.
here. Do you guys have any other questions, or is it just me?
Oh,
I
I
have like 2 or 3.
I told people to send the questions to you and Jeff. So
Okay. Well, I don't have any on my Twitter, but
We could get mine out of the way because they kind of suck.
okay, yeah.
All right, we can start with those.
it's like, what's our favorite game we're looking forward to?
So what have you been playing?
We'll sort of answer that. I have a little statement about that. But Gigawatt Conduit, this guy is reliable. He always sends me a question. But
Super fan? Maybe.
Yeah.
you guys are the new A team. Who's face, Murdoch, etc., and why?
This is awesome. I don't know. I could either be the crazy chopper dude, or I could be Mr. T. I'm not.
No,
sure.
you're not. I'm Mr. T. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up. You're Mr. T. You're the old dude. No, actually, Chris is the old guy because he's the commander.
I have to be Hannibal.
Yeah, you get to be Hannibal. Napo, you could be whoever the fuck was what are the characters? Name them off so I know.
I do not remember the A team at all, and I watched
Said
it.
Yeah.
BA face.
Okay, I think you would
Hannibal.
be BA, for Napo. And then it would just be a toss-up between who's Mr. T between me and Jeff. I'm looking more towards Jeff as Mr. T.
Sure, I'll take it.
Alright, and I'll be the crazy chopper guy.
So
Always getting
you're
you guys
you're
out.
Murdoch. So
Yeah, I'm Murdoch. I like Murdoch. He's awesome. Cool.
Gigawatt has one more. He says, if Red
I like
Faction,
that episode. Great question.
if the Red Faction movie does well, what will it mean for other game movies in development hell?
There's a Red Faction movie in development.
That sounds like
Yeah,
it's gonna be
And
terrible.
it's gonna be. I think it's being released directly to Sci-Fi.
That's exactly what I said.
It's gonna be
Oh,
so
okay.
awful.
No, it's the Armageddon piece that they're gonna release like sometime around that when Red Faction Armageddon comes out. It's not a real.
So it's to promote a game?
Yeah, it's not a real. I wouldn't even consider it a real like video game movie then.
No, yeah, I don't know. Fuck that.
We say no to your question there, Gigawatt.
Yeah,
So we
Gigawatt, you
say-
can't send any more questions.
You lose.
You're at your limit.
I do like your 18 question. I'll give you a little poppage for that one. I want to be the 18.
I have a Graminator that fucking conservative says, have you tried Super Scribble Knots? I think
And
it's great.
he's from Canada too.
Why does he care so much then? That's so
I don't-
weird.
Hey, there's rednecks in Canada, goddammit. You just remember that.
Probably because there's no conflict in Canada. Like, what are they gonna
Right.
fight over?
I mailed him that World War II game that I had, and
Do they have politics in Canada? That was just
They
tribes.
do,
and,
but it's like everyone's so nice there. I don't get. I
yeah, I
don't know.
don't like it. I don't trust nice people.
You need a little anger in your politics.
It's all right. Jeff and I are gonna move up to Canada and live with Ryan in the wilderness.
Totally.
That'd be so sick.
Dude, I love Canada. It's a great. It's a great
You
state.
would.
I'll call it a state.
Why haven't we taken over there already? Damn it.
It's like our little sister. We could call gangbanger.
No, it's
Uh,
more of
I
the
can't be
apartment
good.
over a really great
That would-
party. That's what it is.
That would be wrong.
That's Canada.
So incest anyone?
It's we'll say it's let's say
The hot
Canada-
next girl next door.
It's something like it's Graminator's little sister. We'll bang her. She's a little Republican.
Terminator's like 18 and never mind. All right.
Jesus.
This is getting very good, but Graminator wants to know.
Oh, he
you
still has a
tried-
question. I
Yeah.
thought that was it.
He wants to know if we've tried Super Scribble Knots. He thinks it's great. And do you prefer your Subway sandwiches toasted or untoasted? That's a
Ooh.
very cool question.
It's a feisty little question right there.
Dig
Like
in,
it.
guys.
I've discovered I always get the same sandwich at Subway. I get the chicken
Turkey.
breast.
Fuck
Um,
Subway.
Oh,
Fuck them. They put no it's like a goddamn salad on
get
bread.
'em.
You know what? Subway is pretty bad, I think.
Like,
I love it.
You know
It's
what?
great.
Subway used to be so good though. Oh
It
my
did.
god,
It did.
they had the best bread, dude. I remember I would. like,
the bread is excellent,
Jesus.
but that's all you fucking get when you order a sandwich there.
I remember
yeah, but their bread sucks now. Kind of. It's like flat and like just limpy. I don't like that.
It's not.
Mine needs to be fluffy and
It's not
round.
even, the bread's not even good anymore.
Yeah, no.
Why do people
Not
go?
really, man.
Yeah.
For bread, I like Jimmy John's bread, man. That's some
Jimmy Jam.
That's some good bread there, man.
I go to my supermarket to get my subs, but we'll continue this later.
But
Right,
toast,
I
would say toasted.
toasted.
See, I think the key
Depends
is to
on the
not
mood.
get it toasted. If you're at Subway and you order it toasted, they'll put less stuff on your sandwich.
I don't go to Subway anymore anyway, so
That's
But,
the thing.
This
When I
doesn't
go-
apply to you.
when I go to Quiznos, I get it.
Oh,
Ew,
quiz.
man.
Quiznos, you have to get it toasted.
Quiznos is fucking disgusting. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're disgusting, mister.
You guys all like
What you
Quiznos? Oh my
I
god, I
fucking
can't.
More than
I take-
Subway. I mean, they
take
put
20
meat on my sandwich.
We need to stop talking about food. I'm getting hungry.
When Quiznos came out, it was a big deal, and I liked it. But like, I last time I had them, I took one bite. I'm like, that is the most disgusting thing.
Well,
I've
what'd you have first off? Let's talk about this.
What I always get the Italian, no matter what or where.
No.
Get
I
the
get
dude
the
at
black-
Quiznos,
Black Angus.
the black Angus.
Yeah.
No,
Is
but
that like
seriously,
is that like a Philly cheese
Steak,
thing?
yeah.
Or
Well, it's just
The
like
steak.
it's like cut steak, but it's not like a cheesesteak.
is it hot or cold?
It's hot, and then they put like
Everything.
cheddar and I think it's like some other type of cheese on top of it. It's good
You know,
stuff.
I heard they have decent salads too there, but I gotta be honest.
You know what
man.
your problem is,
Quiznos, I
Jeffrey?
hate-
Let me tell you your problem. You're getting Italian sub at sub at Quiznos, but cool thing about Quiznos is that they have like really unique subs you can't find anywhere else. Like I get the like they have like a turkey ranch avocado sub, which is fucking amazing, dude. And like they're like you need to try different subs there. Don't stick with like Italian that you would get at Subway or something. You got to mix it up when you go Quiznos.
Maybe I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Just try it
But
one
as-
more time. Something
As for
different.
Subway, man, like the thing is, I have really great sub options here, like that are independent.
Yeah.
like, mom and pop.
Oh,
So, like,
independent subs kick the
Yeah.
shit out of chain subs.
Oh yeah,
man.
oh yeah, definitely.
I'm talking, I could get a 15-inch sub for $4.95, and it is from an
15
Italian-
inch, sweet
from an
baby
Italian
Jesus.
deli, man. So
Fuck
I
man.
don't do Subway that much, but as for toasted or untoasted, I mix it up. Sometimes I'm in the mood for toasted, sometimes not.
Exactly, I'm 100% agreeing with you. Like sometimes I like my subs cold, but sometimes I need a little toast in my life. It just depends
Yeah.
what I'm feeling. So
I like Wawa hoagies.
what the fuck?
I'm so jealous of you. You get Philly cheesesteaks, which I love, man. I love Philly cheesesteak, and it makes me sad that you get it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, well, you get Chicago beef.
I know, dude. You guys, I can't believe you guys don't have.
I'm coming up there this fucking winter with Sean. We're going to chill out and.
What is Chicago beef?
You never had an Italian beef?
Get them.
Sounds gross.
They don't have those in Philly.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of trying new stuff, so
it's just Italian beef on like Italian bread, or like a Subway bread.
It's pretty easy.
And it has beef juice on it, and it has.
Oh no!
If you do it right, you get like mozzarella cheese on it and hot peppers, giardiniera. But oh my god, it's really good.
I could probably go for something like that.
It's just beef on bread, man. It's good.
Yeah, I mean that's basically my diet. It's like red meat and bread.
But you can't I've gone outside of Chicago, and usually when I go outside of Chicago, any food I try is really really bad. I hate it, but especially hot dogs and beefs. The rest of the country, you guys are fucked up on both of those.
No, you sir.
You guys got some bad shit there. But
all right, next question.
To the second half of
become a food podcast where you like or not. Our barbecue, you can
he totally sidetracked us with that Subway. It's awesome.
You come to Florida and you'll get some decent barbecue. I'll give you that.
He did have another part of that question, which is has anyone played Super Scribblenauts?
No.
Fuck the DS. Okay,
No.
moving on.
Let's just move on with that. All right, are you done?
I have one more. I think. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I have one more, and that's from Airstrike Rhino. He wants to know. He says, "Hey, so Assassin's Creed blows."
Hi.
Thoughts?
It does not.
It is an amazing game. It was one of the best games that came out last year.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 was good. He's retarded.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna agree with him, and I hate that fucking game. I hate both of them.
You would.
Those games
That's 'cause
suck.
you're-
So does
you're
Dave.
not-
You also
Fuck
like
Assassin's
Dead Rising.
So what, dude? That's a good
Yeah,
game.
Dead Rising is a waste of space game, man. I cannot play that.
Oh
for
my
much.
god, man! You guys just can't handle hardcore shit.
Hardcore
Correct.
shit. Oh my god.
Dead
I'm
Rising
not even going to go into.
I'm not into German porn, so.
I like German porn.
That's it. That's all.
Anyways, should we just continue on my questions? The better
German
ones.
porn, having sex with sausages?
Who wants a mustache, right?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Hayden Weiss.
German
From
porn.
the German porn.
Howdy doody. What game, despite all the new games coming out, do you still find yourself either thinking about or playing, if there's such a game? For me, it'd probably be Mass Effect 2. I always can come back to that game, and it's still not fun. It's always fun. Like every time I play, even new playthroughs, every time I enjoy it. So that'd be my game.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really thought about any other games other than the games that are coming out. So,
Reach.
yeah, I mean, even Reach, you got to consider that.
It's kind of a stretch though for any sort of old game. It's still kind of hot though.
I don't know. It was a month ago. That's old now.
So, all right, I'm selling it, then I'm getting rid of it.
All right, Jeffrey.
What was the question?
Jesus Christ. Fuck off, man. Basically, what game do you still think about, even though there's all these new games coming out? What old school game do you think about?
Do I think about or play?
Thinking about or playing. You touch yourself.
I
right.
always go back and play really old games, like Super Nintendo games, like Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past and Super Metroid. But do I think about? I think about a lot is the ones
What
I
runs
keep.
in your mind?
The ones I keep bringing up, like BioShock and Beyond Good and Evil, I always think about those games, and I played through BioShock probably 4 times now. I just love that game. So yeah, there's my answer.
All right, cool. All right, moving on to Ray Squared. Do you think being drunk amplifies or deters a great gaming experience? And my answer
Depends.
is exactly. It depends. Like if you need a game where you need all your fucking energy focused, then you don't want to really be drunk for it. You're not going to have a fun time. But if you're playing something like Rock Band or a music game or maybe some Xbox Live Arcade game, then
Or Reach.
Drinking can definitely, make it even more fun, especially when you're doing it socially and not being an alcoholic. So,
what are you trying to say, Ozzy? Are you trying to say something here, or what?
No, see, we're drinking together, so technically, just because we're not in the same room, it's still
alone.
social. Yeah. We're not alone, okay? God damn it, I'm drinking with you, buddy.
You guys are alone. You're alone.
Stop being Debbie Downer over there in your freaking DC. That's why people hate Boston teams.
I don't think I play any games sober at all. I always have at least a couple drinks while I'm playing, so I'm serious. But like,
I've never played a sober game.
But if I'm too drunk, I can't play anything. Like if I get wasted,
yeah, like two
right
is not. He's asking if you're being drunk. Like two's kind of like buzzing. Like you still have like comprehension about what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Right now.
He's saying if you're like shit drunk and like you pop into Xbox 360,
you're trying to play Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, exactly. Or like fucking Raid or something. You're not gonna have fun.
I'll play like Pac-Man or something really.
Something really. Just like cavemen type games is what I would call them. Just like something where I can go back to my caveman roots and be like retarded and just still be able to like rock out and shit. So
I'm gonna be a little sad. I think I might be too drunk to play Fallout after this.
All right, so I think everyone pretty much agrees that it just depends on the type of game. So we are moving on to Scotchy. I don't know. Sorry, bud. It's Shoch. I don't know how you'd say that.
Scotch.
Well, anyways, Scooch123 writes, will I ever be deemed not douchey so I can get a girlfriend? I don't know you enough, buddy, so I couldn't make that decision for you.
My guess is no.
If you had to ask that question, I mean, I'm sorry, bud, but you're fine.
I'm sure at one point you'll find a girl who's bitchy enough to take your douchey ass in.
Here's what I'll tell him. Here's my advice for him. Don't go on Match.com. Oh, no. Especially if you smoke, because your pool of women is about 3 girls.
I have 3 friends who got married on Match.com.
Do they smoke?
No, none of them smoke.
Because I tell you what, man. You cannot, I'm canceling that fucking service. 1, I haven't got laid from it. 2, that's the thing. I can get laid over online, man. That's how I met my last girlfriend. Like, it's easy to do. Yeah, like, Match.com is like, 1, the girls are like, a lot of them are super hot, and 2, a lot of them are like, fucking bitches.
They're super hot? Oh, man.
I swear to God, dude. You go on Match, like, you'd be like, oh my God, this chick's on a dating site.
They're probably fucking desperate because they're like 26 and everyone's getting married around them, so they're just ripe for the picking.
They're crazy, but the thing is, like, smokers, there's so anti-smoking on there. Like, I want to kill the fucking girls. This one girl like teases me all the time, like, yeah, I'm gonna come fuck you if you quit smoking. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna quit smoking to come.
I don't know, man. I think I quit for that. Is she hot?
No way, dude. She's pretty hot. She's like a hot, like, nerdy gamer girl. Like, I would totally nail her, but I'm like.
So you would take smoking over like someone that could be potentially the your life?
I'm not gonna change my lifestyle to meet some fucking girl, dude. Like, I told her
I don't know. She's a nerdy gamer. Where you going? How many chances are you gonna have a hot?
You told her you'd take a shower.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take a shower and mouthwash for her.
Or how about this? Like, you can you can just like. You can tell her that you quit smoking. You just don't smoke around her, you know? I mean, just be
That's
like.
What I told her. I go, come over, I'll bang you. I'll stop. I go for like 6 hours without smoking at work. Let's go, you know? And just, oh, no, you smoke. I'm like, fuck you, man. I can quit smoking for you. I don't even know you, man. Fuck that.
I'm just saying, you tell them a sweet white little lie. But anyways, that's for our Knocking Boot podcast, which shortly is coming up very, very soon.
We're going to have to come up with a different name, though. I think that one's taken.
Yeah, maybe Straddling Cows? I don't know. Let's see here.
What?
If you
talking about fucking fat
that's Fozzie's dating life right there. Straddling Cows.
But no, actually, I'm not a fan of the big ones. I'm a little shallow.
You know what, though? You should give it a chance, because it's pretty awesome, man.
I really should check out Match.com, especially in Miami. Oh, my God.
No, fat chicks.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck Match.com, dude. Fat chicks will fuck the shit out of you, man.
Oh man, I love this podcast. All right. So, speaking of fatties, all right. So he asked the second question. If you were able to make a game, what kind of game would it be, and what would the story be? But I think we kind of...
We did an entire podcast on this.
Yeah, we did. We
refer you to episode 3.
We have
Please
the
go back.
Disneyland one for Jeffrey, and we have like a couple zombie ones for everyone else.
A tank simulator for Tony.
Tank simulator, yeah.
I'm on that, man. I want a simulator. I want new battle tanks. I will fucking fuck that game.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Battle Tanks was a shizzle dizzle. I don't know why they didn't make a sequel. Alright, let's see here. We have one. God, man. Can you, my IGNers, like, make a normal name? I mean, I'm sorry, kids, but Jesus Christ. C. Meshler? I don't know. It's Cemishler.
Whatever.
Meshler? Okay. This is pretty vague. Do you think 3D gaming is the future? And I don't think so.
No.
Maybe without glasses, but the glasses is like what turns me off so much, man. Like,
I refer you to last episode.
these people, I mean, you know, what can I say? They're newbies. You don't listen much, but we still love you anyways. All right, so everyone is in disagreement with that one. That's kidding. Okay, again with the names. What the fuck, man? Ikiko.
Sounds like a little
79.
Japanese chick.
Right?
It sounds like something I do with my ass.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna, I'm
god.
gonna kiku all over you.
Why would... Oh, okay. Nah, this won't even. Alright, I was thinking today, while I was playing Company of Heroes, that I have never heard of or seen an RTS game about zombies. You think it'd be kind of cool? What do you think? Yeah, I think it'd be cool, like, maybe make, like, a zombies headquarters, and then... Where do zombies hang out? I have no fucking idea, but you make a barracks for zombies. Like a mall or something, I don't know, but...
You like harvest brains as your resource?
Yeah, it could be pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure that'll come out within the next couple of years since everyone's on the zombies' dicks and everything nowadays.
Zombies are versatile. They could do anything. Why not?
Alright. We'll give you that question. That was alright.
And there are a couple of zombie RTS games out there. There's an iPhone game called Zombie Outbreak. I don't know if it's any good. There's a...
You can play the zombies in Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah. Basically, that's kind of like a strategy game.
Yeah.
There's another game called Luncheon of the Dead. There's a couple out there. You just need to, do RTS zombie game into Google and you'll get some hits.
Alright, well, let's see. You always have fucking Taco Bell in your fridge, man.
Steak quesadilla!
Ay. Alright, alright, fantastic. Let's just keep these fucked over names going. Hiroji, 007. So he's a British Japanese guy. What do I know? He asks, my question would be, brownies or just a sticky icky? And I would definitely have to go with just ganja. I mean, brownies take too long to hit you, and weed is just beautiful. So
I prefer smoking things like.
Yeah, then
even
eating.
if it's the same effect, or I've heard it's even stronger if you eat it sometimes. But like, I prefer smoking. I like the act of.
There's
smoking.
too much innuendo going on. I just can't handle this.
Alright, so you say sticky icky's the way to go. Alright,
Yeah,
so let's see what we got here going on. He asks the second question is when you're playing games, and fuck yeah, I mean, getting high and playing games is orgasmic. It's beautiful. It's the way gaming should be played by everyone. If you don't play games high.
Was there a question there, Fozzie? You went right into the answer.
Look, I am lightning quick with these questions.
So quick, we're not even getting the question.
His question is, well, it's kind of like a run-in from the air when he said when you're playing games. So I'm assuming that he's saying, do you smoke when you're playing games?
Oh.
Do you smoke or eat brownies when you're playing games? I do neither.
Yeah.
Yes, I do neither.
Well, you guys are both married and like have like weird
Yeah,
lives.
they're all boring. Fuck it.
I mean,
But
you guys aren't
honestly,
living-
like that's like one of the things when I quit smoking weed, which I have done recently. Like I was worried about like would I still enjoy games so much? Because like honestly, if I sit down to play a game, I smoke a bowl.
I know, right?
Luckily, I still enjoy playing games. So
I do, yeah. I quit for like 5 or 6 months, and I love playing games. And that was the same thing I was concerned about. I was like, man, when I smoke, it's like you get so much more into the game, and that could be true. But at the same time, when you're not smoking, you don't really like understand like how you used to feel. So, I mean,
hey, maybe I'll start following the stories more in games. Who knows?
You won't ask what every 5 seconds, but
What? What were we talking about? What's
the question?
That's our answer. What was the question? Huh?
I played the fifth.
So, Chris, what have you been playing?
Oh, Jesus.
What console have you been mainly playing? Is what I need to know. You were so patient with him, by the way. Let me tell you, I listened to that episode not too long ago. It was awesome.
What happened?
Anyways,
All right, next question, Fozzie.
Yeah, moving on. For once, a name I could pronounce. Angry Mr. Bungle. He's actually a pretty funny dude because he's like kind of an ass on my IGN, but he says it funny because he always adds thanks at the end. It's just awesome. But anyways, he starts out with saying, "I hate that Fozzie kid again. I don't know where he started to hate me before, but apparently this is the second time he's hated me." And then his question is, why are basic side-scrolling platformers still popular today?
Because they're fun.
Yeah, I mean, they bring us back their nostalgia to us, you know? I mean, like...
It's not even nostalgia.
It's not.
Just
It's
good.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No,
Damn you,
Chris
you're wrong.
has an opinion that he doesn't want to hear yours. Okay.
I agree with Chris. I mean, if you don't like 2D platformers, go get a new hobby.
It's good game design. Like, I mean, if it's a good game,
Just
it's
send
going to
your
be a
life-
good game. It doesn't matter if it's 2D side scroller or
Tell we're
over the
old.
top, over the shoulder, or whatever. Like, if it's a good game, it's a good game.
And you know, I'm really happy with the resurgence of like 2D platforming because it kind of died in the GameCube, like PS2 era a little bit. You know, there was a few, but I'm really happy it's back.
And it's so much more. I don't know. There's so much more precise.
Yeah.
When you play that way. So.
All right.
Go ahead, Foz. I mean, I kind of cut you off there.
No, you're fine, man. I mean, no, I agree with you guys. Like, it is fun, but at the same time, for me, like, it reminds me of the good days when, you know, when you look at games now, then you look at games before, it's kind of like you have to go into games like a different mentality now. There's so many auto saves and everything. Like after every enemy you kill, that's a little bit easier. Like back then, you had to know a level like in and out of it. You had to know when stuff was coming. Like you rarely beat a game without dying. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you can probably beat a game without dying once. You know, without seeing game over screen.
Games back then were simpler but harder. You know?
Yeah, because you had to memorize stuff. Like it was very simplistic and just you had maybe 2 or 3 buttons, but at the same time, timing was everything in those games, and it's not like, so much now.
Look back
part of the attraction of the length of the games was making it really difficult because they could only make the games be so long.
Yeah, because it was like
on the system,
8-bit, you know. So.
Right. They made them really hard instead of making them really long.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look back at the original Super Mario Brothers. Like, I mean that
love
game.
You say that.
That game, like,
just so you know, I love when you say.
You sound like a New Yorker, Mario. The Mario.
All right. Anyway, when you play that game with the fucking plumber named Mario.
It's Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
So wait, go ahead, pronounce it for me.
Mario.
So it's Mario.
It's Mario, Lemieux.
Oh my God, he did. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's terrible. It's Mario.
Where do you hear that? Like, you never ever heard that in the fucking game.
That's how New Yorkers say it.
The princess, Mario.
Anyway, when you play that game, like there was no when you shut it off, you were done. Like there was no save state or anything. Like you had to beat that game when you had that game on. Like
yeah, if you turned it on, that's it. You
had to play it. So yeah. I mean, you actually got good at it. Like you
yeah, exactly
developed your platforming skills, and now it's like, I mean, games definitely more narrative focused, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe they're just hand holding us too.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, like it's completely different. That's why they have like difficulties now, where they have insanity levels and then hard, easy. Like you didn't see that in Super Mario. It was just all one difficulty. So
yeah,
dude, that first one was hard. I'll be
yeah. Oh man, yeah. Fuck man, I can't remember.
That was the hardest one I've ever played.
Except, have you ever played the Lost Level?
The Lost Level. I mean,
oh my god.
I think that is just cheap.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like they throw like a billion things at you at once. It's just impossible.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's not spend too much time here. Kratos God of War 3. It's probably the most original name you've ever heard, gentlemen.
He's the.
I feel like he's violating a copyright.
I think he should have added like a link or something just to make it a little more unique. But
now, is he the third God of War, or is he the third Kratos? That's the God.
He's just a fan of Kratos and God of War 3. Methinks.
Probably works for Sony.
Probably.
Probably Kevin Butler writing into our.
Yeah.
So Kevin Butler writes, "Are you looking forward to Connect?" So that kind of just destroys everything you're thinking about.
Oh no, he just wants to know because he. Wants
I see what you're saying.
It's market research.
I was actually going to pre-order it, but I'm not sure at the moment. Just because I did look at the launch titles, and there's only one game I like. There's Dance Central.
That's right. That's
all
I mean, like.
Yeah, but do I really want to spend 200 bones
yes.
on freaking one game that I don't know how long I'm going to play for? I mean, I could buy 3.5 games with that, man.
Well, if you're looking forward to it, definitely pre-order it. It's gonna be hard to get, but
well, I'm scared.
I'm not saying that as like trying to sell you something. I'm just saying it's gonna be hard to get. But I'm excited about it. But I'm gonna wait till next year. I really think, I'm very interested in it, but it's there's nothing for it yet.
All of my impressions of it in about 3 weeks. So,
boom.
If you follow me on Twitter, you know my feeling. The other day I posted the list of Kinect games I'm really excited about. It was a semicolon with nothing after it.
Oh, Napo. All right, let's see. We got one more from the My Jam bloggers. No, this guy, he was actually an older blogger. Decatron 5791.
Decatron.
Ish. He's a pretty cool guy. I played Halo Reach with him a couple times.
Yay.
What?
Yeah, he's like consistently shows up for like Tuesday Night Battlefield and Reach.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome. All right, he writes in episode 10 already. So what games have we been playing? Episode 10 already. Wow, time flies. Here are 2 questions for you. Is this the most FUBAR NFL season for you so far or not? And you know what? I don't really know about NFL because I don't follow it, but NCAA has been fucking butt crazy this year. I don't think there's going to be any team that goes undefeated in NCAA besides maybe like Boise State or something.
How can you follow NCAA and not NFL? That's
because, man.
Because he likes watered down football.
You never went to like a big time like
dude,
college.
When I went to NIU, they were fucking awesome. We had fucking
bullshit. NIU's like Turner, FSU. Dude, when you live in the South, everyone breathes college football.
I know.
You don't give a fuck about NFL.
I was big into our team though when I was in school and I went to see every game.
Yeah, no, NYU was decent. I remember you guys had a couple good running backs back in the day too.
Picture Michael Turner playing against a college team. He was amazing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You guys had some office running backs, but I'm just saying that like NFL, I guess, is too business for me.
The first game I went to, we won 52-3.
Jesus. Yeah, I love blowouts, dude.
Awesome.
You get fucked up with everyone. Everyone's having a good time, and like it's all fun. And that's what I'm saying.
It's confusing for me to follow. It's too confusing. There's all this bullshit to it. And
I guess but I guess with college football, it just brings back memories too of like back in the college days and just like the whole college life and everything. So.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Holding on to memories.
Anyway, to answer his question,
Yeah.
the NFL has been crazy. The NFL schedule is always a little rigged because you're playing every year a bunch of teams that had the same finishing place that you were in the year before. So bad teams tend to play really, really bad teams on their schedule. So every year you end up with some team that ends up going worst to first. So it's kind of rigged in that respect. But this year you're seeing like teams that were in last place beating teams that were really good last year, and I mean it's all topsy turvy. How is Chicago 4-2? How does Arizona beat New Orleans? I mean, crazy stuff.
The parity that they always talk about every year is like, oh, the NFL is so on par with each other. Like this year, it's really evident because like you have teams that are not that good beating teams that should be really good. So
even after like week 5, was there even any undefeated teams whatsoever?
None.
Yeah,
this is since what is it, like 1970 something? This
really?
is the earliest that there's been no undefeated teams.
Oh my god, that's
what I'm saying. Usually there's at least a couple.
That's surprising.
Many teams, like you're saying, like people are adapting nowadays. I mean, football players, you can't really tell the difference.
Well,
the Jaguars beat the Colts. How does that happen?
Your worst NFL team is still pretty good, man. Like,
sure. I mean, you got high draft picks, and like in the end, like some are going to be bust, but some are going to turn out decent. I mean, but I'm sorry to go back to college football, but even when you look at college football, there's a lot of upsets now. Like Division II teams are able to defeat Division I teams, which was unheard of even like 10 years ago. But it's just everyone is just adapting now. Like, I mean, coaches are getting better, players are getting better, everyone's just getting better in general. So you don't see like that type of like spread. Like like Boise State 10 years ago would even be like evident, but now like they got 2-star recruits and they're still kicking the shit out of any ranked team they played. So I don't know. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. What else we got?
We got only a few more questions here. We're actually going back to the old IGN blogs. Itchy Frosty Balls writes,
those fucking Luddites.
Look at these names. I love these names. Just easy to say. They're just nice. They're simple.
Read the damn question.
Whoa. Calm down. Itchy, don't you laugh. Itchy Frosty Balls writes, now that Bungie has moved on from the Halo franchise, do you think 343 Studio will be an equal or greater successor to Halo? Or is all hope gone forever?
That's a good question.
It is, but I mean, if they stick with what what works, and they continue to add a good story to it, I think that, because I mean, when you look at the first 3 Halos, there wasn't really much of a story, to be honest. It wasn't groundbreaking, but I mean, Reach proved everyone wrong, and it has a killer story. So I think that it has potential even still.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go
ahead, Tom.
All right. I think the best story we've gotten so far in the Halo game had to be Halo Wars. I think that the fact that game was so good and so high quality and not done at all by Bungie speaks a lot for the interest that Microsoft is really putting in this brand. And I think that any game done by 343 Studios is going to be held to that same standard. So I think they're in good hands. Microsoft knows what they're doing with it. So.
Yeah, and it's not like 343 Studios is filled with like schleps off the street. Like there are like they have Frank O'Connor, who was like he was part of Bungie. Like he's over there as basically the narrative director that at 343 now. They have a good team there that knows how to make games. So.
But have they made a game? Like I don't know. Have they done anything before or not?
Together, no. But they have a group of people that have made games before. So,
see, I don't know what to think about it. Like I really feel like Bungie, like Halo is their baby. Like I don't like. I was so open to like BioShock being done by someone else and this and that, but I don't know. It's something about it. Like I don't trust it. Like I'll wait and see.
Yeah, but I mean, as Tony said, Halo Wars was actually good. Like,
Did they do that?
No,
That was what was Ensemble?
That was Ensemble, but
Um,
it was managed by Microsoft, so it wasn't managed by Bungie. Bungie had nothing to do with Halo Wars.
It's still not a Halo game, you know. Like
it's a Halo game.
But
Oh,
it
it
is.
totally is. If
I
you
think if-
played it, that game is ultimately a Halo
It's
game.
Halo, like it's just an
re-
RTS.
Oh yeah,
It's an
that's what I'm saying.
RTS, but it definitely has that Halo feel. Like you will,
Well,
if
I'm
you
sure
like
of
Halo,
that. I'm
it's-
sure of that. But if you
It's
don't like
not- it's
RTS
Well, I
just
mean, they have like
universe.
ghosts and stuff. Of course, you're going to like.
If you're
It's-
like
it's
a
not
Halo
just-
fan, you just pick it up, like, and you're not into like RTS, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" You know, I've had people.
except you're
return-
not. If it's, have you played it? I guess
No,
Oh.
I just.
Oh,
It's
No,
it's
no.
not it's
Boom.
not like most RTS games. It's the level of details. You're a lot closer.
And
have
it, yeah,
for what's going on in the combat, as opposed to just pumping out units and resources and tossing them at some random point in the map.
yeah, it's not StarCraft. It's more combat oriented, and it was cool. I liked it.
I guess I'm just worried if like even the slightest thing, like the movement is a little bit off, like your movement speed. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure they'll get it right, but I'm worried about them doing it.
I do recommend though that you play Halo Wars. It is awesome. It will change how you feel about RTSs on consoles.
Does Pikmin count as an RTS?
Pikmin.
I don't know.
Because I fucking love Pikmin, and I'm so pissed at Nintendo for not making a new one. I love that game. You guys don't like that game?
I didn't really play it all that much, to be honest.
God damn you, Fozzie. To be honest, shit. You guys, Chris or Tony?
No, it's, I don't know. It's a little too quirky for me.
Have you tried it out, or
Yeah, it's just not my thing. But
that makes me a little bit sad because I honestly I really love Pikmin. I think it's one of the like last great Nintendo games.
that's
Alright.
like it's just utterly depressing.
Don't cry.
That was freaking like 8 years ago. Then that's pretty pathetic. All right, let's move on because speaking of Nintendo, Secret Tunnel writes, would Nintendo and Sony joining forces to make one Uber console be good or bad? Why or why not? In all,
It'd be bad.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
but it would be Uber. So
They can
I-
join
say-
forces to become
It's-
Voltron and take over the console universe.
They said Nintendo was going to join forces with themselves, or what?
I would fuck the shit out of the Pink Lion.
Oh Jesus! I have no idea what's going on here. I'm scared. Let's
I don't know.
see.
Her voice is kind of annoying.
I think
It's all right. You get
competition is good.
ball gagger.
Wait, what are we talking about here? What?
Ball
are
gagger, 1, 2, 3.
What?
The fuck are we talking about? No, but
I have no idea.
was the question
I
is there
don't-
should be one console? Is that the question? Should be the one.
And we're talking
Just
about
saying,
Voltron.
if they combine forces,
Evidently, we're talking
Oh,
about
you're
two
talking about-
two consoles, one by Sony and Nintendo together, and one by Microsoft.
I don't. I think it's good that there's the three of them. I think they feed off each other, and competition is good always. So
never.
Yeah.
All right.
And why would they do that anyway? It doesn't make any sense.
it would never happen.
It's
we're
Secret
just saying.
Tunnel. It doesn't need to make sense, okay? Jesus, you would think you know the guy by now. All right, let's see here. We have one from Bowser Claus. If Secret Tunnel was taken over by Wolf, what would happen?
I think this question's a little too inside bloggy.
Yeah, that is a little bloggy. All right, how about this? Did Cammy quit because she sent the plans for the PSP 3D to Apple? I have no
What?
idea. I didn't even know that she quit.
No, Cammy quit because she's going to go like run a circus or something, from what I heard.
Well, that makes sense.
So she quit and joined the circus. Done.
All right.
Something like that,
Question. TM writes, what crossover game would you like to see and why?
What does he mean by crossover?
Yeah.
Like
a
Marvel
Halo
versus
game that
Capcom or
came-
whatever.
No, I think he's saying like crossover like genre-wise, like how Halo did with Halo Wars.
Ah.
Yeah, this question is way too open-ended.
How dare you?
I want a gear. I want a
Well,
Gears
let's
of
just say
War.
crossover. Yeah, for genre. I'd like to see StarCraft 2 as a first-person shooter.
I want
And
to see
then,
Gears of War
um,
as a RTS.
Yeah, that would be such a sick game.
What?
But I think StarCraft 2 would be good too because Jim Raynor is a great like antagonist. So
Yeah, basically it would just be like the exact opposite of what I want to do. Is like I want to take Gears and make it into an RTS.
yeah, you want to turn first-person
see it from the different perspective, and then you want to take that
Yeah, I could just imagine that
perspective and zoom into like one person.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they can both easily work. All right. Let's see.
Wait, Tony, Jeff?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Nah, you're good.
I was pissing, dude. I have an excuse. I was pissing.
All right. What, like, if you could see a crossover again, like, you know how Halo made Halo Wars, like, they crossed over into a different genre? What would you like to see?
I don't know. That would take some thought. I can't answer that off the cuff. Like, yeah, I want to see this. You know?
God, you never thought about that?
No.
Like RTS, I think that the easiest ones to make would be like RTS, the first-person shooter, or vice versa.
I like games for what they are. You know, like I don't want to see Pikmin as a first-person shooter. I want to see Pikmin.
Yeah, but some games might even work better. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay. Not going to complain there. AZ929 writes, know of any good comedians or have any favorites? I love stand-up. Yeah, this could be trouble. I think we each have like about 4 or 5 we can name off.
I have two, yeah. Okay, go for it, guys.
Okay, Jeff, let's get you out of the way first.
Okay. My 2 favorite current comedians that are working, and maybe it's just I have like an acquired taste for them. They're not for everybody. Is Louis C.K. Which I think a lot of people like Louis C.K.
He's good.
He's accessible. He's like your everyman. And then Doug Stanhope, which I think is something more for me or people like me, which is like alcoholics that are bitter at the world. Doug Stanhope, he has a special that's available on Netflix Instant Play, and it's probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I've watched it like 6 or 7 times. Those are my 2 favorite current ones. Like going back though, like I love like everybody, you know. But my big one, like growing up, that I really loved was George Carlin.
Sure, definitely.
If I had to pick one, I'd pick Eddie Izzard. I love that guy. He's hilarious. He's a British comedian. British comedian. He always does his comedy in drag, and and he does all like I love history, so he does all this like historical based comedy, but it's hilarious.
There's something of his on Instant Play too, I think. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
No,
about
you should watch it. It's amazing.
Well, I'll watch that if you promise to watch Doug Stanhope. No refunds.
I think I've seen that. Actually.
Didn't we watch that together?
Yeah, we watched that.
Oh my God, is that good?
It's amazing.
No, we watched it with you though, or was it a different?
It was the 3 of us.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were laughing our fucking asses off at it.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I love the emoticons. Whatever the fuck they're called. Smiley face. I don't know why they took that out. You said that they had Netflix party taken out or something.
They took that out?
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know. I thought that's what you guys were talking about one time.
No, they took out Friends.
On Netflix websites.
Oh, okay. That's what confused me.
Yeah. No, everything's the same on the Xbox, I think. Chris?
I like Stephen Lynch.
Who?
He's he does a lot of musical comedy.
Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. One of my buddies has a CD of his. Yeah, fucking like he's so like like edgy and shit. Some of the stuff is like borderline just crazy, dude. Like he just he talks about retarded people, gay, like people, like crippled people, like nonstop.
So he makes fun of everybody, and it's he's really funny, and the songs are actually like because he does it all in song, like all of his whole act is he sings. It's like a concert, except it's these ridiculous songs like about like being a superhero, like fuck you, dude, and shit like that. And I kind of like Ron White, who's I'm not.
He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of like that whole like redneck shit that Jeff Foxworthy does, like whatever that tour is, the fucking retard tour that he runs, which Ron White is a part of. But Ron White himself is actually, I find him quite amusing, and he's a drunk too.
And he has like the one personality out of him where you're like, he's not faking it. Like he comes out on stage with a whiskey and a cigarette, and you're like, yeah, that's how he is. You know,
Yeah.
Like the rest of them are fake. Like, what's his name? What's Larry the Cable Guy?
I can't stand that guy.
His accent is not real. He's from Peoria, Illinois. He's not. He doesn't talk like that in real life.
Bruh.
No, he's fake. The whole get up is fake.
You're a phony. Sorry. I've seen that Family Guy. I've seen that.
No, but
Family Guy.
honestly, man, like to me, stand-up comedy is best when it's really from the heart and it's honest.
Yeah.
Like,
No. And
if you're doing an act, I don't give a shit. Fuck that. I don't give a. Anyone can do that.
That's why if I had to pick two comedians, my first is fucking the amazing Mitch Hedberg, dude. I mean, he was just yeah. I mean, this guy. I watched him.
An instant play of him.
Yeah, I remember.
Bring on Fozzie. Do you guys know about the Comedy Central Presents on Instant Play?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that.
If you add that, you get
It's all like 200 episodes. It's fucking just gold mine, dude.
And I added him and I watched his last night. And I just love his delivery. Like he's different.
His delivery the thing is that with Mitch Hedberg is that he's got a huge he's very antisocial. He's very shy. That's why he wears sunglasses. When you look at him, he doesn't ever take his sunglasses off because he's very he gets stage fright quite a lot. So it's funny. Like one time he tells a joke. One time he was like, "Oh man, this joke sucks." And he just stopped in mid joke, just gave up on, just went to the next one. I mean, the dude is he's so funny because it seems like he's fucking up so much, but just like he's saying, his delivery. It's just fucking hilarious, man. And I remember in college listening or watching him the first time. One of my roommates showed him and got me into him, and I couldn't stop cracking up. Like this guy is he's hilarious, man. I mean, you can be sober as a judge and just laugh your ass off with him.
And he is who he is, you know. You can tell.
Exactly. Yeah, he is genuine to the T. Like he'll bring in stories that he used to have, but I mean his comedy is like the jokes aren't even really that good.
It's how he says it. It's
just found under D for donuts. But besides that, I really like oh fuck, what was Insomniac's name? Dave Attell.
Dave Attell, he's pretty good.
Dave Attell's good, and Patton Oswalt. I feel like they're kind of the same brand of comedy, but he's really good too. I like both those comedians. So if I had to pick a few that I would listen to, it'd probably be those guys.
Before we go on to, I think Chris is left, Chris is left.
No, we've all gone.
You know who I love is Zach Galifianakis because it's like watching a mental breakdown on stage. Like he sits there and plays the piano, so I suddenly get up like, "Fucking, I hate this shit. Why the fuck am I performing for you fucking losers?" I'm like, you're like, oh my god, dude. Like you don't know whether to take him seriously or not, but he's so good at it. Like you know it's fake, but oh my god, is that guy good?
Yeah. So.
Right,
no, I mean he's funny as shit, but that's actually the last question for me. So.
All right. So I don't know. Did you have a giveaway or something you were doing?
Yeah. We probably should talk about this in the beginning, but because it's our 10th episode, I felt that we should kind of do something special. So I'm giving away a $20 gift card to whoever, whatever game console they want, because I can either just give them the code for a PS3 or Xbox One, or I can just simply just buy a Wii one and gift it to them. Which is stupid. Why you can't gift? That's the thing I don't like about Xbox and PS3 that Wii does good is that you can't gift. Cards
really
and like
feature of, on the Wii.
Oh, I think it's great. If you want to give a friend an Xbox Live game, but you don't want him to steal the points and use it on something else, just gift the game to him.
Yeah,
Here,
it's
take that.
It's kind of ridiculous because Nintendo does it, Steam does it. So why can't Sony and Microsoft get on the ball?
Jeff, how many questions did you have, bud? 3?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done, man.
Okay, I had 9 from the air one, so 9.
13.
13. All right, pick a number from 1 to 18, Mr. Napo.
13.
I knew you'd say that. Okay, hold on. Let me.
If you knew I'd say that, then you should have had a name ready. Why?
I exited out of my blog. Nah. All right, we will. Let's see. So that would be. Oh, that'd be Itchy Frosty Balls.
All right, so Itchy Frosty Balls. Contact Fozzie.
Just contact me. Give me email address. I think that'd be easiest, and then we can go from there. But congratulations. I will send you something of your choice.
And send Jeff and Fozzie some more questions for next week, because we're having another giveaway next week in honor of, being Halloween and all coming up. Give away a copy of Deadly Premonition.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
After the show, Jeff, shoot me your address, because I have one. It's in a package waiting for me to get your address.
Oh, cool. Awesome, dude.
We are so giving. I love my stuff.
So, yeah, shoot some questions.
Say that loud?
In Fozzie's way. Check out the rest of the shows on vagary.tv. Believe our personal show site will be undergoing a facelift when Fozzie gets to it. He's going to be making some changes over there.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that was episode 10. Jesus, we're getting up there around teabag time now.
Yes, we will overtake.
You know what? That was a great episode, especially since I was naked throughout it.
God damn it! Are you talking about this one or episode 10?
No.
My mind's eye.
Is this episode 10?
Yes.
Then this
Why
one.
I got drunk.
Then this one.
What the fuck? I'm naked, man.
Jesus.
Great. All right, we're out.
come on, Eileen.
No.
Oh, come
Jesus
on, Eileen.
Christ. That could be taken so wrong.
Oh,
I've been
come on, Eileen.
waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Eileen. I can't wait to come on, Eileen.
I'm very scared for Eileen.